Sweet. Let's go see.
Let's go find out.
It did! Yay!
Yay!
Yo, you want to see why this is like the best game in the world? Peep this.
Mhm.
Peep this, right? You know. Watch this. Tell me, try and tell me that this isn't the best game after seeing this. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's getting pretty.
My dog gets to feed his little rabbit buddy. Her little rabbit buddy, I should say.
Cute.
Yeah, so like I'll just like kind of give you guys like the really quick like spark notes of kind of like the game, the premise, and like where we're at. Basically, so we're playing as the Shinto god Amaterasu, who has taken the form of a white wolf. She is like the Zeus of Shinto myth. She is very important. She's the goddess of the sun. Very powerful, the mother of all the gods. So the kind of mechanic of Okami is that not only are you a wolf, but you can also paint things into existence in the world.
Sweet.
So, like, for example, if you need a lily pad, you can make a lily pad. If you want to cut something, you can draw, like, a streak through it and cut it. You can make flowers. You can make trees. Bunch of different stuff. You can turn it to day by drawing the sun in the sky. You can use a little vine to, like, whip to those little petals. You might be able to see that little pink petal in the distance that's kind of floating.
You have to change the name.
Oh, thank you for reminding me.
We are not Andy and Jay.
You're not.
Yeah.
I always forget. The
I
names
know.
are, like, the
To be
one
fair,
thing.
J is the beginning of our names.
It's
We are
true.
both potentially Jay.
We are both potentially J's.
In one way or another, you're both Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, the J squad, the J crew.
Oh, we will ride. Hold on one sec. I gotta get something.
I do love the J crew.
I will say, I'm going to reclaim J crew for myself.
Yeah, go for it.
Because I did used to work at a J crew, and that was awful.
Oh, there you go.
What's up?
What?
What did you say about J Crew?
Oh, I used to work at a J crew, and it sucked.
Oh, that sounds like it sucks.
Yeah, it was awful. It's just because it's all rich white people, and I'm there
Yup.
like, hello, give me the items you're holding, so I can put them in the dressing room, and then you'll have 2 free hands, so you'll buy more.
Yeah.
Capitalism. That's legitimately it.
Yay, capitalism.
Save the line, Bart. Yay, capitalism.
Yay.
Hey. Yeah.
How was everyone's day?
It's good.
I got a haircut, so I was happy about that.
Ooh.
Yay!
Hello. Wait, is Jay
Hello.
here?
Oh?
Is Jay here?
What? No.
Oh, you said yay.
Is Jay here?
You said,
you said
yay.
yay?
I thought you said
No, I
Jay.
I also heard Jay.
I was like, what?
No Jay, just yay.
Got it. That's okay. The yay is also welcomed pleasantly.
Dude, I saw Aislin's new hairdo.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she looks great.
It's actually
looks so good.
unbelievable how natural it looks on her.
It really does.
Like, it
Like,
looks
if
like it
you were
was
to
her
tell
hair
me-
color, yeah.
If you told me Aislin's a
Yeah.
natural redhead, and I looked at that picture, I'd go, yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. It's a hard shade to pin down as well. Like, when you're dyeing it, it's a pretty hard target to hit.
Oh yeah.
So the hairdresser did a phenomenal job. But yeah, no, it's going all right. I got the haircut. Me and Aislinn watched the new Space Jam yesterday.
What did you
Oh,
think?
how was it?
I mean, it's bad, but like it's about as bad as the original was. You know, like
Okay.
it's not
That's fair.
like I mean like I'd probably enjoy the original more, but I saw it as a kid. So like that's probably why I'd enjoy it more. I would say
Yeah.
that they're literally like I would say they're the same quality.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, like, it's Space Jam. What do you expect?
Yeah, I mean I would definitely say that like it felt to me like they could have done with more Looney Tunes than they actually had. Not like more characters, but like more screen time. I feel like the first one was kind of sold on like the Looney Tunes being in it with like Michael Jordan, whereas this one is like they really felt like they needed to tell a story about LeBron James and his family. It was also a bit weird because Aisla and I looked it up partway through the movie, but everyone in the movie that's like LeBron's family is his family except for the wife, who's an actress, which was weird to me because it's like her whole family's in this film, and then like she's just like, I'm not into it.
Do you think she wanted to be?
I feel like she didn't. Like I feel like if she wanted to be, she definitely would have been in the movie.
No,
yeah,
right?
like. I can't see a world where they were like, yeah, we'll put in your other kids that aren't like really characters. They don't really have a line, but we won't put your wife in. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. So she must have been like, nah, fuck this.
Yeah. That's probably what I don't know what I would do in that situation. I would probably do it because everyone else is doing it.
Yeah, I mean,
I would do it because I think it'd be funny to be part of a new Space Jam, but that's also me, like, as Jem, not like me as Michael Jordan, or not Michael Jordan, LeBron James's wife.
Yeah. It was certainly a little weird. But honestly, like, yeah, the movie, there's a couple jokes that I thought were pretty good. Like, there's a really funny bit partway through the movie with Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner being in Mad Max that I thought was kind of funny. Where like Wile E. Coyote holds up a "Witness Me" sign, and I thought that was a pretty good joke. Other than that, to be honest, it kind of felt like surprising how little they used. Like, so like from the trailer, I kind of assumed it would kind of be like Ready Player One, where they just kind of try and show off like their biggest properties.
Yeah, we have IPs.
Yeah, like, oh, like here's, you know, Mystery Machine, and hey Liam, how's it going? Like here's the Mystery Machine, and here's King Kong and Superman, and you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it kind of was like not there that much. Like there's a shot with Superman, there's a shot with the Mystery Machine. You can see King Kong in every like group shot because he's huge. But like other than that, it was kind of like, damn, I kind of expected them to be used more. Also, the new Monstars, they're called the Goon Squad in this movie, but they're the Monstars basically. The new Monstars somehow were like so poorly CGI'd that it was like, damn, dude, this is a movie that came out this year. Like,
Damn.
they looked like the Monstars, like level of CGI.
That's funny.
I'm doing
They
good,
really
Liam.
tuned it up on this one, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty wild. So this is a fun little sequence where we get pulled on a log.
Nice.
Something you'll notice about this game pretty quick is that it's actually very funny. Like, the dog's animation is fucking hysterical all the time. Oh, where is it?
Good.
Give it to me. Where is it? Come on.
Julian, how are you, my dude?
I'm doing alright. I'm drunk.
Nice.
You know.
Oh, that didn't work,
Woke up with some chest pain today, so that was not fun.
huh? Not
Aw.
great.
But, you know, we're making dreams come true, maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm doing okay. I have to work a really, like, long, stressful show on Saturday,
That's not.
so I'm not looking forward to that.
Oh,
But other than that, we're doing alright.
we have masks on Friday.
It's true.
Yeah, that's super exciting. I'm very excited to play again.
Yeah.
And
Me too.
hopefully I won't have, like, as shitty internet connection as I did last time, so I can actually, like, be involved.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Because I feel like I really didn't get to do much last session,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I also couldn't hear anything, so that, like, really wasn't my fault.
Yeah.
So, you know,
It's okay,
hopefully
'cause-
this time.
Yeah, this time you'll get to do all the things.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna fight in some fucking hand-to-hand combat.
I'm excited that we're like officially on the road trip now.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
exciting to
I'm
me.
super excited
I'm
to
very
go.
ready for road trip vibes.
Me too.
Excited to see what kind of shenanigans we get ourselves into.
Mm-hmm.
I've already picked out Maeve's next outfit.
Nice.
The most important part.
Of course.
I also picked out Neve's next outfit, but I have a feeling
Ash
we're going in
doesn't-
very different directions with it.
Ash doesn't really have outfits. He's just sort of like, what's the nearest article of clothing I own? It's usually a stained flannel. Alright, cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he just fucking goes.
Yeah. Maeve is my new outlet for like styles that I personally love, but not for myself. You know?
Yeah, I get it.
Like, fuck yeah. There's a website or like a small business that makes like specializes in like 70s styles clothing, and I'm like, there we go. There we go. This is what I'm looking for.
Also, just as a heads up, I think we're probably going to be ending the stream a little bit earlier than usual, like probably 9:15 or so.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Just because I've got to go and help my family with some stuff, so, you know. It's just,
Wow, how fucking dare you prioritize
what
other
the
things in
fuck,
your life
man?
instead of your
Instead of your
stream?
Twitch stream,
I-
I'm
honestly,
really upset with you.
it's genuinely like what a loser Liam says. Yeah, it's so cringe to have a family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I always say these things where I'm like, oh, I should tell people because I don't want to just like end the stream at 9:15 and be like, ah. But then at the same time, if you tell people, they're like, oh, damn it, and they'll like do the fake outrage joke. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh gosh.
The thing I think is the coolest thing about this game, that's just like a very pretty thing, is that like when Ami runs, she leaves a trail of grass behind her, and I always loved that as a kid. Like that's one of my
Yeah.
favorite. I would just run around a fucking ton. Just to see
Liam
the
says
grass.
we are your family. And it's true, we are
He's
also your
right.
family.
We are your.
Well, that's Liam actually. Is the thing about that.
So Liam saying we, debatable. Me and Julian, yes.
Yeah.
I'd say we count.
As family, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Julian and I are already making plans to get drunk at your wedding.
We're gonna
Great.
get drunk and cry at your wedding.
Oh, fill me in. I wasn't in the channel for this. Fill me in on the Bryn marriage situation. What's all this then?
Okay, so
I don't know anything about this, so really start from the top.
Bryn and I for a
Yeah.
while have been joking that we're getting married because I want free healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
And Liam said I'm like a cousin that you dread seeing. You know?
No, you're definitely,
Liam.
for whatever reason, you are older than me, but like you definitely have big little brother energy to me.
I was gonna say, I'm like, Liam gives off big little brother energy.
Yeah, like 100%, right?
Yeah. But yeah, so Bryn and I have been joking for a while that we're gonna get married.
Mhm.
Except it's gotten to the point that we've joked about it so much that we're like, listen, let's just fucking plan a wedding. Let's
Sure.
fucking do this, right?
Yeah.
Especially because I went to a wedding, and I was like, you know what? I don't know if I'm actually gonna get married for realsies, but I want to have a wedding because it's a giant fucking party dedicated to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'd want to get married, is to have like all the people I care about in one place.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, yeah. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, here's the thing.
Okay.
If it's gonna be me and Bryn, we have to figure out who in the Austin 9, who gets who from the Austin 9 in their wedding party.
Right. I heard. Oh, actually, I did. So let me rephrase. I heard that. So people I know, Liam is the flower girl. I heard about that. Julian is in your wedding party. I heard about that, and I know that
Yes.
Fran is in Bryn's wedding party.
Yes. Okay. So.
That's where I'm at.
All right. Let's see. Oh, Liam said, I think have little brother energy. I never had that big brother vibe because my parents never treated me as that much older than my brother. And Liam, I'm very excited to be the flower girl.
I'm glad, dude.
Liam, I'm so glad. Okay. The reason why
I was
Liam's
gonna
the flower
say,
girl-
do you know who also could be the flower girls?
who?
The pigs.
Oh my god.
They can
Here's the thing,
they
the
can
pigs are for
follow
your wedding.
they can follow Liam and just eat up the flowers as they go.
That would be so cute.
Like,
Wait,
come
that
on,
would be very
right?
cute.
Anyway, sorry. No, I'm not offering to drive the pigs across the country, so it's not really an actual thing, but it would be hilarious.
Fair. Yeah, so Liam's a flower girl, which I came up with because I was
Yeah.
at the wedding. I'm like, I don't want any kids at my fucking wedding.
Yeah.
Liam said I could also wear them on my head. I think referring to the pigs.
Right.
And I was like, I don't want kids at my wedding. And I was like, so I want it to be one of my friends. Who do I think it would be funniest to have as the flower girl? And I'm like,
Right.
Liam.
Yeah. Easy answer.
And then Bryn was like, I want James to officiate the wedding. I'm
Sure.
like, that's very fair. I think James would do a great job officiating the wedding.
Yeah, probably.
And then we were like, okay, so who gets who? And Bryn was like, okay, obviously I get Fran and Nikki. And I'm like,
Sure,
okay, that's
that
fair.
makes
You've known
sense.
Fran way longer than I have. And you know, Nikki, of course, is gonna be Bryn's best man.
Of course.
Liam said the edgiest boy was a flowerist girl. It's
That's
true.
a really funny way to say that.
Yeah. And then I was like, okay, that's fair. Then off the bat, I get Em and Julian.
Okay.
Because duh. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bryn's like, okay, sure. And we're like, okay. Now here comes the hard part.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. He was like, I want Dylan. And I'm like,
Bryn
No.
Bryn wanted me, huh?
Bryn wanted you in the wedding party. And
A
I
little
said no. And he's like, I knew this.
A little shocking.
Right? Bryn was like, I know it's a hard sell. Liam, I did not mean you and Julian my wedding party. I most certainly meant Em and Julian. But I was like, I'm like, Bryn, I think I should have Dylan in my wedding party, but that's also just because fuck you.
Uh-huh.
And in Bryn's words, he said, I knew Dylan would be a hard sell.
That's funny.
Liam said Bryn can't tell the difference between Em and Liam.
Oh,
Fair.
that's the bit. I see.
You're correct.
That's very true.
I mean, in all fairness, who can?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who's the chat right now? Can't tell.
Not sure.
Pretty sure it's like either M or some kind of
Liam.
M adjacent cisgendered counterpart.
Jason.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like adjacent.
Like if M was cis.
Yeah, like what would a
Yeah.
what would a cis M be?
What would a cis M look like?
Liam, I guess.
But yeah, so
I think M's in chat.
Then
I
this-
think you're wrong.
but then the conversation went, okay, well here's the thing. Who gets Emma in the wedding party? Right?
Sure.
And Bryn was like, we can't have Nikki and Emma in the same wedding party. And I went, oh, fine. Not that I don't. It's not that I don't want Emma. It's just that if the trade-off is I get Emma and Bryn gets you, Dylan,
Yeah.
that's not a trade I'm really particularly happy about.
Sure, sure. I get it. I'm Boardwalk Empire or whatever that fucking piece is in Monopoly.
It is just Boardwalk.
Oh yeah, it's just Boardwalk.
Oh, Liam's referring to.
No, I
himself
got
as
the
M.
I got the bit.
Okay. All right, Liam. But yeah, so I guess you're in Bryn's wedding party, but you could
Let's
always
go.
say no because every person in the wedding party has the ability and option to simply say no.
I mean, I would say yes, but only to get free drinks.
You would get free drinks regardless of whose wedding party you're in.
You're gonna have an open bar for everyone there.
For y'all.
That's
For the wedding party.
well, but if I wasn't in the wedding party, is what I'm saying. That's why I said like, oh, I would want to be in the wedding party.
Well,
to
it
get free
wasn't that you
drinks.
weren't going to be in the wedding party. It was whose wedding. It was whose side were you going to be on.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
They're just gonna put you in anyway.
Yeah.
I see.
It's
Like,
just a
you don't
matter
get
of
say in that. It's just to say which side of the aisle you want down on.
I see.
Yeah.
Honestly,
That being said-
I do like the idea of being on the team that isn't Nikki's team.
that is Nikki's team.
Oh wait, I would be on Nikki's team still. Fuck me. No, that's fine. I'm just kidding. I love Nikki.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I like how he's putting his team. If you're on my team, you would not be with Nikki.
True.
If you're on Bryn's team, you would be with Nikki.
The thing is, like, okay, I'll put it like this, right? I'm shocked a little. I mean, I know that Bryn actually does like me, but I'm still a little shocked to hear that Bryn would be like, oh, like, I know this is contentious, but I want Dylan. Like, that's pretty shocking to me.
So here's the thing. Dylan and Shem, you know, an iconic duo.
It is true.
Yes, I agree.
We literally play siblings in
Yeah.
a game.
Liam said, "Are you sure he likes you?" You know,
I
Bryn,
am actually sure because Bryn negs people he likes.
Yeah.
or does he like you?
Bryn negs
No,
me, dude.
Liam.
Bryn will be like, damn, that shirt doesn't
Um,
look very good, Dylan. And I'll be like, oh, really? And he'd be like, nah, babe, it looks sick on you, though. I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's the whole thing. Because here's the thing. Because obviously my maid of honor is going to be Lily, lovely Lillian. So would you rather go to a bachelor party planned by Nikki or planned by Lily?
Oh, actually, can you help me with something real quick?
Yes.
This is something. Now, this isn't like super important. And to be honest, I don't care super much because like I don't think I would use the proper lingo anyway. But as far as like, okay, so wedding party lingo, right? You have like the groomsman, the man of or the best man, the maid of honor, and then the bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Right, like those are the kind of like positions, I'll call them. What would be a neutral gender version of the groomsman?
See, that's where I'm just saying like wedding party and like person specifics wedding party.
That's
like
fair.
I don't actually know.
Yeah, no,
I mean, like if
so like I was looking at it and they have a lot of like gender neutral options for like best man or maid of honor.
Mhm.
Like I know a lot of people like just combining them, so like man of honor or like best maid and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like, but like for like, just for
people?
like like brides people and grooms people. Like I mean, this is more of like me beefing with the English language, but like it just doesn't sound good to me. Like
no,
I would I would
what
use it. Like I would use it if that made someone feel more comfortable. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, damn, I wish there's a better option.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. Because I'm like, that's the thing is, I'm like, because it's like, what do you like for me? I'm like, I get like I'm not really a bride or a groom, so I looked at
grooms bitches and brides bitches. But the thing you have to understand, Liam, that bitch is a gendered term.
Technically, bitch is a gendered term.
It's super gendered.
What about grooms dude and brides dudes?
I do like grooms dudes and brides dudes. It's pretty good.
That's what I'm gonna be calling him. But yeah, I'm like, I looked up like gender neutral term for like a person getting married, and it's just like celebrant, and I'm like, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I've always liked like fiance is like a very gender neutral term in my head. I don't know if it actually is like specifically gender neutral, but in my head it is.
Wait, fiance is a.
Well, like, can't a husband or like a wife to be both be a fiance?
Yeah, it's just the amount of...
Sorry?
I thought you said Beyonce.
Oh, Beyonce. No. Fiance.
Excuse me? No, wait. I mean, because fiance is technically like...
A person who's engaged,
if you go by the French spelling, then like fiance,
well, I mean, like...
on how many E's...
French is
so,
just
yes.
like ambulance
French
is a male
stupid.
word. Like it doesn't mean anything as far as like actual gender
Liam
goes.
also said Beyonce. Good, I'm glad I'm not the only.
That's funny. I really thought I said fiance, but
I heard Beyonce.
okay.
I heard Beyonce, but that's all. That could just be me projecting.
I mean, like, yeah, I would just say like fiance works for me as like it's like a formal term still.
I would definitely use fiance to refer to like my partner, but like in a wedding sense to be like, oh, I guess the fiancés.
I mean, like, it's not like ideal or anything, but
yeah.
I definitely think that it's better than like being like the wedding people or like the celebrant.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
Because like fiance, like the thing that I think that fiance does that like this is what I don't like about like doing like grooms people and brides people. The thing that I like about fiance is that it's still specific to weddings.
Yeah.
So like you still have a sense of like, oh yeah, when you hear fiance, you're like, oh, that person's getting married. Whereas like you know, if they're like celebrating, you're like, what are you celebrating? And you're like, a wedding.
Yeah,
and then you're
right.
like, oh,
That's true.
is that a bride? And you're like, I guess. But it's just like annoying, you know.
Which.
Hey Andy.
So also here's the thing. Hi Andy.
Hey, Andy.
We're talking about how I'm gonna get married. So Dylan, here's the thing. Here's the other thing to consider.
I'm ready.
I'm very excited because in my wedding party,
yes.
assuming that, you know, whatever, I'm also gonna have Lucas in my wedding party because he has to be. So instead of wedding people, the village people, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god. The village
I hate.
people.
So funny.
That is pretty funny.
Don't stroke his ego.
You're right,
That's
actually.
true. He doesn't need his ego stroked. but that was funny.
It's a really good point.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna have one other Vietnamese person in my wedding party. It's gonna be Lucas.
Right.
Everyone else is gonna be non-Vietnamese, and it's very exciting because okay, I'm saying this as like a haha, gonna marry Bryn, but like in reality, this is 100% what I'm gonna do. I'm going to have a Vietnamese tea ceremony.
Yeah.
Because they're really cool,
Yeah.
and they're very, very pretty.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm following you so far.
So whoever is in my wedding party will get to wear the traditional Vietnamese outfit.
Mm-hmm.
As well, like it'll be very exciting. The traditional Vietnamese outfit is called an ao dai, which literally translates to shirt long, and I think that's funny.
Shirt long.
I love it. It's so funny, and it'll look great because it'll be me and Lucas next to a bunch of non-Asian people in traditional Vietnamese outfits, which was what my cousin Gabby's wedding party looked like because all of her bridesmaids were white.
It'll be like one of those things where, like, if the picture comes up in like a LinkedIn profile, you have to be like, no, you don't understand. Like, I had permission to wear this. Like, it wasn't.
Yeah, like it's not cultural appropriation. Yeah.
You have to understand
literally.
that I was made to wear this by someone who is actually Vietnamese. Like, this isn't my. I didn't just do it.
Exactly.
Like,
Yep.
it's okay. We can all wear like little palace guard outfits at Bryn's party.
Oh my god. Listen, I mean, Brent's gonna have to wear another form of ao dai because it's like, I would like to be as traditional as possible.
Right.
Honestly, I could, like, if I had it my way, everyone would wear an ao dai, and it would just be like the slightly different cut. Like, it's just, for men and women, it's largely the same thing, just like different cuts.
Yep.
The differences aren't like as vast because it's a long kind of tunicky top.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of like how long. They look really, really fun. They look really, really cool.
Yep.
I really like them. They're decently comfortable. They're called ao dai, AO space DAI.
Yep.
It'll be great. I'm
familiar with
Once
them
again-
because of like some Japanese media that has them in them.
I mean, yeah, it has like the color. It gets compared a lot to I can't think of the term of it, but like traditional Chinese dresses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Fantasy
a
14 has one.
yeah, they do.
A Kipao, yes.
A cheapao, yeah.
Hold on, I need to look this up.
I think I showed it to you before, the Final Fantasy 14 one.
Maybe, I don't remember.
I remember you saying it was pretty close, but not like exactly it. Like it was a slightly different.
Oh yes,
variant.
I'm looking at it now. Yeah, it's a type, but it's like yeah, it's you gotta have the pants underneath.
Right.
Like that's the thing is like okay. A lot of Western media and fashion looks at ao dai and goes sick, and will like hypersexualize it because it's like a tunic and it slits pretty much all the way up to like above the hip, and they're like, it's meant to be worn with pants, and then they go,
Right.
what if we just don't put pants on under it? I'm like, that's
I will say, admittedly, in 14, like you can wear pants, but like outfits come in like a body piece, a leg piece, and stuff like that. So like that's just the body piece that you'd be looking at.
yeah.
Like they would actually have a because like every piece of clothing in the game generally comes with like a set. So like there would be a pants set piece of the set.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I mean, like,
yeah.
you know, it makes sense because they're actually, like, Eastern, so they should have some sense of, like, you know, I assume they have someone
Yeah.
who's Vietnamese on their team somewhere.
Yeah.
That is an assumption, in all
Probably.
fairness. I don't know that for sure, but I feel like that's probably it.
But yeah. But yeah, so my idea though would be that we're like everyone wears an ao dai, all the same color
Yeah.
and fabrics. And then the two people getting married, i.e. me and I guess Bryn, would wear different style, like different one
Right.
specific. So I really want to do I'm talking about this like I'm getting married anytime soon. I really want to do like kind of a deeper teal. Oh, thanks, Liam. Okay, yeah, that's pretty accurate for an aoyai. It's yeah. But I want to do like a deep teal and then yellow pants, and then I want to wear gold, like a gold aoyai, and have it be really not all nice and fancy.
That's cool.
These are things that we will have to have custom made in Vietnam, which means I'll need everyone's measurements so I can get them custom
Yo,
made.
and
which,
them,
once again,
and that cha-ching, am I right? Like, that's got to be expensive as fuck.
it's cheaper to get it custom made in Vietnam than it is to get it custom made here in the U.S.
That's crazy to me. The shipping
Yeah.
alone, I think, would like cover the fucking.
Shipping will be more expensive, but like the cost of everything else makes up for it.
What's up, Em? We're talking about aoyais.
Yeah.
I just fucking leaned on my drawing, which I just put a bunch of ink on. Got a huge smudge on it.
Oh no.
I hate that.
Yeah.
But we're okay.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm just drawing some Majimas, so.
Nice.
Just drawing some
But yeah, I once again have become the, I will once again further myself as an Austin 9 member with the most, because knowledge is power, I'll have the most power over everyone, because I'll have everyone's measurements, addresses, birth charts, the whole 9 yards.
You can just take my social security number too while you're here.
May as well. Listen,
Honestly,
identity
at
theft?
this point,
identity theft?
there's not much identity
so
to
bad.
steal, dude. Just buy a webcam. You're set.
I
Like,
know, right?
there's not much going on here.
Yeah. Liam, even as Flower Girl, you will also be in an aoyai. For the actual, like, because we will also probably have a white person ceremony as well.
For Bryn.
Em said BRB, there's pizza. Okay, have good pizza. Yeah, there will probably be a white person ceremony as well.
For Bryn's like 18 million cousins.
God, I know. Okay, by the way, when I said I don't want any kids at my wedding, I want Liam as a flower girl, Bryn went, you know I have like 15, like, I have a bunch of cousins, right? And went, and they're like, and they're gonna want to be flower girls. I'm like, yeah, well, it's my fucking wedding, and I say no.
It's not their wedding.
Keep in mind, not Bryn's wedding anymore.
Sorry,
Exactly.
British.
No longer Bryn's wedding.
Exactly. Yeah, for the white people ceremony, probably be everyone in. If you would like to wear a suit, we'll wear a suit, just in like the same color as whoever wants to wear a dress, whatever color the dress is.
So I'm just laughing because Liam's like, oh, what's the reception gonna be like? Like, think you guys have it like planned out? Like, you've got a place to like on lock already.
Listen, okay. For the reception, I just want it to be a giant fucking party with my friends. Like, genuinely, like, I would do an open bar, but that's money. But if I have enough money, I will do an open bar.
Yeah.
Because I just want to party with my fucking friends. That's the thing, is like,
That's what a wedding's for.
exactly. Like, you know, and, and Bryn's normie family can judge me. I don't give a fuck. Like, Liam said entertainment is us playing Smash on the projector. You know,
You don't want to do that.
I'm gonna go ahead and say probably not to that,
There you go.
but there will be a DJ or band, whichever one is cheaper.
Both are
Probably the DJ.
super expensive.
Yeah. There will be music, and we'll dance, and we can request stupid
Honestly,
fucking songs.
just making like a buddy or a family member of the DJ, unless you're like really trying to get like a lot of pictures and a lot of like you're gonna be super busy, it's so much cheaper than actually hiring a DJ.
Yeah, I know. Just have Chris's playlist playing. I don't know Chris's playlist.
Chris's playlist is like famous for the Canadians because we all listen to it, but it's not a wedding playlist.
Gotcha.
It's a chill vibes
Yeah,
playlist.
That's right. I could just make my own fucking playlist. But either way, it'll be a lot of fun. We'll hang out. We'll party. We'll play music and we'll dance. My mom will have to give like 3 different speeches because she'll have to give one at the tea ceremony because she's my mom.
Yeah.
And then she'll have to give another one at the white people reception because I don't have a dad.
Well, usually it would be at the white people reception. It would be like your maid of honor, no?
Well, the way that we did it at mine would be both. It was
okay.
There was dad and maid of honor.
Okay. Because my dad didn't give a speech at either of my siblings' weddings.
Liam said, "I just don't want to give a speech. You're not gonna have to give a
The
speech."
flower
Don't
girl
worry,
does
Liam.
not give a speech.
Also, I'll be honest, Liam. I don't know if I trust you to make a speech at my wedding.
I'll tell you this. I have given a speech at every wedding I've attended.
I have not, but
I've attended one.
I'll say
2
this:
weddings.
if I'm instead of Dylan being the wedding party, Dylan can be your dad. I feel like it would be an insult to my mom to have Dylan give a speech at my reception.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it'd be an insult to my mom to say Dylan's my dad. And I was gonna be like, damn, bro, that hurt.
Oh no. Also, good call on not having me give a speech. Yeah, Liam, considering your PowerPoint presentation that you've done,
Yeah.
Be very
you know,
funny.
Enough said.
it'd be
enough
very
said.
funny. But
It would.
perhaps
It would
for the
make.
best.
It would probably make us all laugh.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
is about it.
Okay. Yeah. It'll just be my PowerPoint. Yep. No, thank you. Oh, that being said, so speaking of father of the bride giving speech at wedding, so my uncle Zung, during his speech, it was really, really cute because he brought the menu from the restaurant that Nick, my cousin Gabby, her now husband, like where he took Gabby's parents out to lunch to ask for their permission to propose.
That's very cute.
And then he got the pizza box, an empty pizza box from Nick and Gabby's favorite pizza place to make a collage in it for them.
That's cute.
And it was the cutest fucking thing. It was so cute.
That's very cute.
It made my mom cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say,
Those are good
I do
times.
think, well, maybe not the only. I was gonna say, I have a distinct. I was the first one. We'll say. I think I can claim this. I think I was the first one to make people in this group cry with a PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because, like, all of us had stupid things, and yours was actually kind and heartwarming.
It wasn't even that good. It was
Yeah.
just like,
No,
I
oh my
like
God,
video games,
Dylan.
and also you're good people. And everyone was like, fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dylan. But also, when you compare that to me going, which Homestuck character are you? And Julian saying, which weird thing from Unis Honest person are you? And then Nikki, which Glee song are you?
The Glee songs was pretty touching.
The Glee songs was pretty touching.
Dependent on the
but, like-
part. Mine was just which video game from my childhood are you?
Yeah.
No,
Liam
but
said
you
I was the
like
first
went
to
really
speak
in
of mine.
depth and like nice.
I did.
Yeah.
I did go pretty.
Because then there was me who was like, oh no, you type good.
That's okay.
I just really like Liam's. I was the first to scare people with mine. Liam,
You're the only one to scare people with yours, bud.
yeah.
You don't gotta say first if there's never been a second.
Yeah.
You know? Like the first person who died, they weren't like, damn, he's the first person to die. They were just like, that's a weird thing that happened to that guy when he got old. He just never woke up one day.
I'll be right back. I have
That's
to
odd.
wash the ink off my hand.
Alright,
E.
let me check my journal real quick. I've been kind of just like vibing with the conversation, so I haven't really been paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Yeah. Listen, I'm
What
just
are you
looking
doing?
forward to James's speech at your wedding, dude.
At my wedding?
Yeah, because I'm sure James is surely, right?
I mean, in the wedding party? Absolutely. Best man? It's been a debate in my head for like 6 years.
Oh shit, of if James is gonna be your best man or not?
It's between James and Crispin. They're both my oldest friends. I met them the same year. I've been friends with them ever since. Both of their families consider me their son's brother. It's like it's a hard. I've really struggled with it.
Aw.
It's a hard.
So, here's what you have them
decision
do
here.
then.
Liam
They fight
sent
to the
crying
death.
emoji. No, because then I lose one of them forever.
Liam, I'm just trying to imagine. Okay, here, I'll put it this way. Who do you think could take on the responsibilities of organizing all the other groomspeople?
Sorry, say that again.
Because the big thing actually about like who your like best man will be is like who could like handle like the
Organization.
organization. Yeah.
Honestly, they're both very organized people. Like the hard
Who do you
part.
think could throw a better party?
I mean, they'd both throw different parties. Is the thing. I think James would. Well, I mean, I don't know. It's a toughie, honestly, because like I don't party with them very much.
Because they'll be putting together your bachelor party.
Yeah. Yeah, I really, to be honest, it's like it's a hard. I mean, I've gone back and forth so much. The biggest one I've thought about is like, okay, so with Crispin, there's kind of like a group of 3 of us. It's me, Crispin, and Manny, who you guys haven't met, but he's like the only other Canadian you haven't met, basically. And it's always the 3 of us if we're like hanging out. Yeah, we call ourselves the Caw Clan. Everyone knows it. In our group, it's the Caw Clan. And so like I think in my heart it's gonna be James, because I don't see how I could have Crispin be my best man without Manny being my part of that. And I don't think I would want to like best men. Personally, I think it's like a little bit like it. I don't want to say it like diminishes it, but it feels like a little bit less when it's like it's 2.
Yeah, I gotcha.
You know. All right, so I can't go this way yet. Although he's giving me a treat, so that's pretty sweet.
Listen, regardless of who your best man is, Julian and I will be there.
You will be there.
Fucking lit.
You will have invitations.
Thanks.
100%.
We'll be getting lit and fucking sobbing.
Yup.
I'm you know, I mean, me and Aislinn have basically been like, yeah, we're getting married. It's just like when, you know, we've been together.
Yeah,
it's 8 years this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not an insignificant amount of time. We were also.
It's expensive through a wedding.
Dude, everything in the fucking world is expensive. I hate it.
Yeah.
I know.
It's like, what isn't expensive nowadays, dude?
Nothing.
It feels that way. Fuck, I got my haircut. My hairdresser raised the price from $30 to $45. It's like, damn, bro.
Jeez.
That's a big increase. That's a 50% increase in price. I'm not against it. I still love the guy. I mean, I paid the money.
Yeah.
My hair is cut, but.
I hate to be like, oh, pink tax, but fuck, I wish my haircut cost $45.
I will say this, as far as the pink tax goes, I get a little bit less done than I would say the average cut for like Aislinn, for example.
Yeah, no, of course, but like even when I had like
all they do, my haircut is 15 minutes long.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it used to kind of be that way when I would just get it trimmed.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, all right, $100, please. I'm like, I'm not paying $100 fucking because you chopped like 3 inches off my hair.
Dude, honestly, just start going to like a dude's barbershop. Be like, I just want to cut. Just trim my hair.
I probably will.
Yeah,
I
like,
probably will
do it.
Now, like, short hair.
100%. Like, just
I cut my own hair.
Just cut it short.
High school.
Yeah.
Until my friend Chris got his hairdressing license, and now I just go to him.
Nice.
And it's the most convenient thing in the whole world.
Yeah, it's sick.
I would probably still have like a shitty shaved mohawk if that didn't happen.
Honestly, I get it.
Yeah. My oldest brother, my half brother David, and his wife Jessie are both hairstylists. If I lived in the same city as them, I would just go to them. But
yeah,
unfortunately, they do live in a completely different state.
Right.
Yeah, that's a pain.
Missing them. David's oldest daughter is about to be a senior in high school, and that fills me with this sense of dread.
That is so... Wow.
I will say it is pretty lame that my I feel like the whole like pink text thing, it cuts both ways, dog. Like not like in the same aspect, but I just mean like both gender masses should want it out, because it's also the reason my car insurance is like $50 more than Aislinn's a month.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, well, guys in the 60s couldn't learn how to fucking not drink and drive, so sorry, bud.
Yeah.
Your car insurance is going to be raised up. I've never had a car accident. They've lowered my car insurance one time.
Yeah.
Like, my car insurance when I first
think-
got my car was $220 a month.
Jeez.
Like, holy fuck, dude. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Just for the,
Also,
hey,
okay.
if you get in an accident.
Yeah. It's just like gender things just need to stop. Like,
I agree.
listen, I don't see how it's a gender thing that I'm like, hey, how about I don't like I like the scented body wash. It happens to be like floral. Oh, this is a women's body wash. What the fuck? Who cares?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally agree.
Oh, this is a women's body wash. Let's charge them up the ass for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because if a dude smells in public, everyone's just like, oh, men, you know, they're stinky.
Also, like, why do men's products just fucking suck?
They do suck a
Like-
lot. Probably because they
Like-
don't make as much money on them, honestly.
That's true. That's true.
That's
But, like,
actually probably the answer, unfortunately.
but like the whole thing of like 2-in-1 body wash or
Oh my
whatever.
god, a nightmare. And it's also horrible. Like, it's never good. Like, it's not
never
like
good, and I'm like,
it's not like 2-for-1 body wash or like shampoo or conditioner, whatever it is like
it's less than the sum of its parts.
yeah, oh, absolutely. It's worse than normal shampoo, let alone shampoo and conditioner.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
damn, dude, you gotta
just-
learn. That's why I only use Head and Shoulders. And I used Head and Shoulders before they had like a men's variant. Same with Dove.
It's just
and now they have like
fucking shampoo.
Dove for men. I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to wash my fucking hair. Like, can you not?
Yeah, I don't need my
Yeah.
hair to be gendered.
Like, it's okay if it's for fucking, you know, people with long hair or short. That should probably be the actual fucking distinction. Like,
Yeah.
for long hair or short hair.
and just
No,
hair, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, hair texture. Because like that's what women's is like, oh, different hair textures and everything.
Yeah.
But like, uh, but like for everything else, like who cares? Liam
it's
said I
so
get
sick.
2-in-1 for travel. That's okay. See, that's fair because like traveling with like multiple things is kind of a pain.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. And also like you're
I'll
never
be-
really gone
I'm,
for so long.
I'm gonna
that
be
it makes
straight
a
up.
big
On
difference.
travel, I just don't condition my hair. I just use shampoo. And it's fine.
See,
I'm
I wish I
relaxed.
could do that.
Whatever anyone else's bro.
Look, if my hair kind of looks like
I'm the
shit,
worst kind of person.
if my hair
that's
kind
fair.
of looks like shit, that's not my problem. That's your problem. I don't have to look at it.
So it's about like how my hair looks and how it feels. 'Cause unfortunately,
Mm-hmm.
like Julian, you'll probably get this more than Dylan, but like because your hair texture,
Yeah.
it just like it's not that like it's just my hair just feels
Sometimes
bad
it
and
just
looks
feels
bad.
gross.
And for yeah, exactly. And it's upsetting how much hair I have to put into how much care I have to put into my hair.
Yeah, I feel
Liam said I get body wash plus shampoo thing. Oh, okay, I see. So like
Oh, wait, what? Wait, you get body wash
wait,
and
hold
shampoo,
on.
not shampoo and conditioner? Hold on.
Liam, let's discuss. Let's
Wait,
discuss
I
this,
didn't know.
Liam. Let's
Is
take a
that
second.
real?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, they make 3-in-1 too.
No.
Yeah.
I thought it
swear to
was.
God it's true.
I'm not.
No, it's
I'm not.
real.
I'm not fucking around. I literally thought it was just shampoo
You
and
thought it was a
conditioner.
joke?
No, like I thought it was just shampoo and conditioner, like not shampoo and
No,
body
they make
wash.
a whole. They make. Okay. Just for
Holy.
travel, yeah, I condition what I don't condition when I travel like you. Yeah,
Okay,
no,
yeah.
they
Oh,
make
yeah,
like
interesting.
3-in-1 body wash,
Wow.
conditioner, shampoo.
That's
and like
wild.
I said, it's
Yeah.
always less than the sum of its parts.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's never really that good. Yeah, like I said, I'm really, my hair is very finicky, so when I travel, I have to bring my own little like travel size shampoo and conditioner. Actually, I use solid shampoo now, so like I have to get like a little soap saver thing for my shampoo.
Right.
And like I have to like make my
gonna
own
go
little
with this.
travel minis and buy the little plastic bottles from Target so I can
Oh,
put
yeah.
my own product into them,
I have.
which does help save money. But I'm like, man,
I have some reusable like small containers for shit like that.
yeah,
Like
same.
travel containers. I got from the place I used to work at. It's like a outdoor exploration company.
Yeah, I gotta go through all that,
Yeah.
and then
Also,
Wait,
speaking of
have you been
which,
getting those men's body soap ads? I have not.
oh, dude, you're not a dish. Anyway, sorry, this is a Canadian joke apparently. No, speaking of which, early August, I believe, is when Americans are allowed to come up to Canada, right?
Yes.
We are. So
I'm
going
just
to be
saying,
working
like,
early August.
I'm just saying,
But-
like,
So
Listen.
every Canadian is double vaxxed.
Other than that 1 week, and
So here's what I'll say.
over.
This is me doing my, this is how we're actually gonna make this work kind of mindset.
yeah.
Definitely, when you guys are like thinking, I'm not saying come in August. I'm just saying, like, you know, August is like now we
Yeah.
can start thinking about it.
Yeah.
But when you do come, I would put into the budget. You probably will need like a motel or Airbnb
Yeah.
because we
Okay.
all live with our parents. So it's pretty hard to be like, hey, can these people come stay with us for a week or whatever, right? Like, you
Yeah,
know,
that's fine.
any
yeah,
reasonable
no,
amount of
that's
time.
fair.
But like, I want to be like straight up about that from the get, because the last thing I want is you guys being like, okay, we just need a place to stay, so who can take us? And everyone's like, and like, you know,
Yeah, I actually have family in Canada. in
yeah, well,
Toronto, so
if it's in Toronto, it's not that bad.
potentially
It's
we
like
can stay with them if we can't get an Airbnb.
we are like
but-
45 minutes away from Toronto, but it's not too bad.
Yeah.
If we were doing that drive like both ways twice a day, it might be a little rough because it's like the most. So I don't know if you guys know this, but like,
No, I'm just saying, like, if worst comes to worst.
oh yeah. But like, I don't
For
know.
some reason,
I
we
don't-
have to go and can't find a place.
I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
know this about Canada, but like the QEW, which is the Queen Elizabeth Way, it's our highway or our freeway, I guess, towards Toronto from like the GTA, which is the Greater Toronto Area, which is like where we live, is the biggest stretch of highway in North America.
Wow.
It's
Oh.
like 16 lanes wide, and it is
Jeez.
constantly, I'm not kidding, constantly bumper to bumper. It is a
That's-
nightmare.
That sounds horrible.
It is so bad. The people that, like, everyone works in Toronto. Like, everyone who lives in the GTA works in Toronto, it feels like.
Yeah.
And so, like, consistently twice a day, that highway is stopped. And it's so big.
Yikes.
Like, it's so big.
Yeah.
It's nuts. It actually might be 12 lanes now that I'm thinking about it. But still, it's like, it's a stupid amount. Like, it's a ridiculous.
Yeah, like, that sounds bad either way.
Yeah.
Imagine
Listen,
living with your
we'll make it
parents.
happen.
Listen,
Figure it out.
Rach-
Deb and I will
Rachel,
Airbnb.
in this
Airbnb.
economy, Rachel, you would tell me, imagine living with your parents in this economy?
Yeah, because I think
How could you do
the
this?
ones with the most flexible schedule, and so like the ones I'll be most likely able to visit y'all like within the next 6 months
Mm-hmm.
would be me, Nikki, and Julian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, September gets really busy for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, probably end of August is our best bet.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really do end of August because that's when my mom's like birthday is, and she'll want to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll figure
and-
something out.
We'll definitely figure something out. But
Yeah.
listen, we're gonna fucking hang out.
Yeah.
Um,
It's gonna be insane. Plus, if we get an Airbnb, then, you know.
Whatever. The
fucking
QEW isn't the part of the Trans-Canada. Whatever, man. I get it. They're the same thing. Technicalities. Don't come at me, Liam. Don't.
dude, QEW is fucking transphobic.
It's true.
Wow.
No, not really. But
Thank you. I'm here all week.
my dad was the foreman of the construction company that built the
Oh
QEW.
shit.
He led the construction on it for a big stretch of it.
Oh shit. My dad owned a car dealership.
There you go.
My dad's a photographer.
Every 400 series highway in Canada sucks anyway. Exactly. Thank you. Finally, some culture. Thank you, Rachel. I'm glad you get it.
Y'all want to hear a really funny story about my dad?
Sure.
I think it's funny. Some people may not. But so my dad, of course, he was a Vietnamese immigrant.
Yep.
And he, and so moved here during / post the Vietnam War.
Yep.
Oh, Rach said y'all should see the more highway stuff.
Yeah.
Traffic sucks. But my dad, of course, being an adult, able-bodied Vietnamese man during the war, had to fight in it.
Yeah.
The U.S. calls it Vietnam conflict. Who gives a fuck? I don't care what Americans say. Vietnam War.
Do they really? They call it the Vietnam conflict now?
They changed it to the Vietnam conflict instead of the Vietnam War.
Is it because they realized that they were being dumbasses and one side didn't want to fucking fight?
Basically.
Yeah, okay. Fucking hate that country. Sorry. I know you guys live in it. But I'm like,
so my dad was forced to fight in the Vietnam conflict war, whatever you want to call it, for South Vietnam.
Right.
And I don't think he ever actually saw, like, active combat.
Okay. That's good.
But apparently, during his time in the army, he decided it's for the best that he didn't see armed conflict, because what he did was he managed to figure out a way to, like, open up the bullets and take out gunpowder and replace it with cocaine so he could sell it to other soldiers.
Wild.
Holy shit, he's a genius.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what a fucking entrepreneur.
Yeah, like, what a guy.
Yeah, it's insane.
What a guy, my dad.
What a smart guy.
Yeah, and then when he got to the States and he was dating my mom, at the time he was living in Houston, my mom lived in Minnesota.
Okay. Minnesota.
And so whenever he'd go visit her, he would pack up a bunch of coolers with, like, seafood from Houston because it's a lot fresher because they're right next to, like, Galveston Bay. And he would drive it up to Minnesota and sell it there.
Nice.
Because of course he did.
He's a businessman.
What a guy. Yeah.
What a guy.
He's a businessman.
Through
Love
and
the
through.
guy. Love the guy. Wish I met him. No, but yeah, he was an interesting guy. He let my brother watch The Terminator when he was far too young.
How old's your brother?
I wonder what kind of impact that could have had on your brother.
Oh yeah. So my brother's 4 years older than me, so he had to be younger than 8.
Okay.
Like, what? Like when? Yeah. So, family dynamics.
It's okay. I watched, like, actual horror movies when I was, like, around that age as well.
Yeah.
Like, I watched, like, fucking The Hills Have Eyes when I was, like, 9 years old.
God.
Horrible fucking movie. Horrible.
Yeah.
A bad film.
Yeah,
The Hills did not have eyes, by the way. It was just cannibals. I was pissed. I kept waiting for the hill to blink. Like a dumbass.
Yeah, I just, I watched, Sailor Moon and,
Oh, I love Sailor Moon.
and Cardcaptor Sakura.
Cardcaptor Sakura I don't know as much about.
Oh,
I mean, like, I know it. Like, I've seen episodes of it. But I did, like, Sailor Moon I would, like, tune into. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I loved Sailor Moon for a long time.
Oh, dude, yeah. My mom had a bunch of them on, like, recorded on VHS for me.
The best.
Man.
So basically, the quest in the game right now is to go find 5 dogs who are just pretending to be normal dogs, but they're actually secret warriors.
Oh, fuck
Aww.
yeah.
Yeah, we've met a couple of them already, actually.
Liam said I could never catch an episode of Sailor Moon, but I did watch some Inuyasha. Fair.
Oh, Inuyasha, dude. Inuyasha was my first, what's it called? It was the first time that I saw a anime movie that was not an episode of the television show, and the budget was just out of control, and I was like, oh my god, I was freaking out. It's kind of like when you're a kid and you see Rock Lee versus Gaara, but like it's on cable television, and you're like, how the fuck does this look so good? And you can't really get it. Like, you just don't understand that there's, like, you know, special. There's a special sub studio in the studio that, like, works on one episode a season, basically. It's the whole thing.
Yeah. I can't remember which episodes of Sailor Moon I have on VHS, but I do remember very distinctly which episodes of Cardcaptor Sakura we had. It was, oh god, what was her name? I can't remember the, like, but I remember one of them where it was, they brought the playground equipment to,
oh, sure, yeah. That's a classic, plot.
I don't remember, but it was so good. It was so good, and I've been meaning to rewatch all of it because it was.
They remade it recently.
Genuinely
Was it good?
I haven't watched it. Is the thing.
Okay.
But I need to because I know I don't know if I'd necessarily like feel like this is the best thing ever, but I would definitely enjoy it.
Oh yeah, just for the nostalgia at least.
Nostalgia's a powerful thing.
It really is. I mean, I'm deep into. Well, I'm not deep, but I've been watching Shippuden, and you're right. It is a powerful thing. We'll extend the wallet. Why not? I am at the. What arc am I at? Can't remember what arc am I at. I think we just started the. Oh yeah, he wants food. Can't remember actually.
We all want food, dog.
Dude, every dog in this game is like, "Give me food," and I'm like, "Dude, who's gonna give me food? Like, where am I gonna find this food for you?"
Oh
yes,
dude,
Susanna's
y'all,
over here.
Can I share the story of the most gender-affirming thing that happened to me?
Please.
So I did post about this in the Austin 9 general, but holy shit, dude. So my cousin Gabby, or technically isn't my cousin. It's just easier to say she's my cousin.
I get what you're saying.
You know. And so her older brother Michael is like is like a couple years older than her. Not 4 years, but a couple years older than her. Super chill. After the wedding, he has a condo in Chicago, so I was hanging out there because my mom went back to the lake house and I was hanging out with him. So Michael, his girlfriend Nancy, who is also fantastic, and then Michael's uncle and aunt MK and Ty. I never met before until like the wedding. Didn't know anything about them, just knew that they're like related, whatever. So we're hanging out. And as it turns out, MK and Ty are both potheads. So, me, MK, Ty, and Michael, we all got really stoned together. Nancy doesn't really do weed because she's like, it just makes me sleepy and I want to actually be able to hang out with you guys.
Fair.
And so then she was just like hanging out. We were just like sitting on the floor and talking and about just like various social issues and blah blah blah. And I was giving my zillennial thoughts on it, you know, the whole 9 yards of me talking about how parasocial relationships are bad and how they're new and how today's youth should watch out for that, you know.
Yeah.
That stuff. And we're just talking about various things, you know, as you do when you're stoned, and talking about, you know, family, whatever. And MK's like, wait, by the way, what are your pronouns? Like, she turns to me and asks that, and I'm like, oh yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, they're they, them. And Michael's like, wait, you never said anything. I'm like, it's not really worth it. I'm like, yeah, anyways, go by Gem. It's really cool. And they're all super like, oh, it's awesome. And then we were talking about it. Yeah, we were talking about it, and I was like, non-binary names are silly because they're objects and short. And I was like, the joke that every gay person has a non-binary friend named Socks. And I was like, you know, trans men have boring names.
We sure do.
We sure do. That's funny.
Yeah, and then trans women have super edgy names. It's great.
Sure.
My boss just emailed me and was like, "Hey, are you opposed to working a 12-hour shift?"
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Never speak to me about this again.
That's true. You do need to also, yes, do not work a short. Yes, as in you are opposed to that. Don't take.
Okay, I will say, Julian, if you're gonna say yes, if you do like have the intention of saying yes, the way I would advise you to word it is to say maybe in the immediate future, but generally no.
That's a good idea.
Where like right now I am very free. Normally, absolutely not.
Okay. Yeah, that's yeah.
That would be how I would
Yeah,
put
that's
it.
a good way to put it.
Fenway shows that I'm working, so it's like big artists.
Right.
It was like I'll be working. The only one I know for sure is Green Day, Fall Out Boy, and Weezer. That's the only one I remember is coming. But
Oh shit.
so it'll be like long days. Like most of the shifts he posted are like starting at 5 a.m. and I'm like,
Oof.
hey Jason, I can do anything after 10 a.m.
Yeah.
That is my limit.
I refuse to go to
shift.
sleep at like 6 p.m. to be able to wake up for this fucking shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm opposed to working 12-hour day. Morally, yes, but right now.
Like currently, no, but generally, yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't want to.
Will
I
I?
do not want to work this 12-hour shift. However, if that is what is necessary, maybe I will. Perhaps.
But yeah, that's how I would put it. Is like, right now
good
I
plan,
can swing it, but normally no. Normally I'm not gonna be able to do that. But this one time I will make an exception. Hey James, how's it going?
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi,
Jay.
James.
I'm not liking how this drawing is turning out, but that's fine.
How do I get up? Oh yeah, over here.
Oh yeah. Today at work, my boss is like, "All right, here's a bunch of philosophy books. I need you to put them in like chronological order, and then put them on the shelf." Me, who has read at most 3 philosophy books. Oh, James, I'm robbing an art museum. Good for you, dude.
Robbing our museum.
Good job, Jay.
Jay's playing
What are you stealing?
James playing Persona 5.
Ah.
Oh, I thought he was
Second
committing
dungeon.
actual crime.
I wish.
Yeah.
I keep asking James to go on a thief's spree with me, but he keeps saying something about morals and something about
James.
heaven.
It's because ever since he got that degree in peace and justice, he never wants to commit crimes anymore.
Ever since he got that degree in peace and justice, James won't fucking kill me.
Yeah, James won't fucking go on like murder heists with me anymore.
Listen,
Look, getting to Walt Disney Studios is expensive. You're right. You're right.
good, Liam. Good for you. I'm making chili.
Congratulations on the chili. Maybe you should
how the
consider.
turns table.
Maybe you should chili.
Chili. Maybe you should chili out. God, I don't want to work a 12-hour shift, but I also really need money right now.
Yeah.
I will say, consider also the fact that this money will not reach you until like 2 weeks after you do this.
Yeah. But here's the thing is that, so basically, we have 1 week where we have a show every day in August, and then like 3 other shows the rest of the month.
Oh, okay.
So it's like...
So you're anticipating a dry spell, basically.
I know there's gonna be a dry spell.
Yeah.
Until September after these.
Maybe I should eat chilies. You definitely should not eat chilies. You'd have to leave the country to do so.
Are there no chilies in Canada?
Don't think so.
Or are you talking about eating Bryn specifically?
Both, but yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no chilies in Canada.
Damn.
I thought for a second you
I
meant
probably
like.
looked it up. And I thought
If
that-
there is,
That is
there's
not
none in where we live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There might
So
be
what
one
I'm
in like
hearing
BC or
is-
something, but like there's definitely none in like our immediate area, unless I'm like somehow.
Hearing is you
missing.
need to come to the U.S. so you can have chilies.
Listen, we've already gone to the U.S. lots of times. It's your turn. You gotta come over so we can show you all the good Canadian eats. You can be like, these are good Canadian eats.
These are good Canadian eats. I'll understand when.
Genuine Canadian eats.
Honestly, yes.
Genuinely, come eat a Canadian.
I will. Are you offering this?
I am.
Are you offering to get eaten?
I honestly, take me out, dog. Prepare me
All right.
as a culinary dish. We need the
You need to
poutine
offer
burger
me
back?
burger.
No, we don't.
There's
No.
Poutine burger?
No, we don't need that back. Don't bring that up.
Hold on. I just want to know who made it.
Which fast food
I'm
place?
pretty sure it's Harvey's, but I could be wrong. Harvey's whole like identity has kind of transitioned into poutine, so like I feel like it's Harvey's, but I could be mistaken.
Whataburger has a Dr. Pepper milkshake.
Oh no.
Ew.
Why would you put Dr. Pepper and milk together?
Like, okay, think about like a root beer float.
Oh, okay, that is nicer, but
Like this thing, it's like a
don't like
root beer
it.
float, but
I guess
Liam said it was Hardee's.
it
so
was Harvey's. Okay. But yes, okay, so right now my restaurants that you guys have to go to if you come to Burlington is so there's a kind of like a sorry, I'm trying to not fall off a pillar. There's a small burger place downtown right by the lake called the Charcoal Pit that everybody loves who lives in Burlington. It was Ryan Gosling's favorite restaurant when he lived in Canada. They have a big article where he talks about it on their wall. And it's just like literally a small burger place, but it's so good.
Nice.
The burgers are huge. The fries are just like genuine potato cut fries that are fresh. Very good. I also want to go to Harvey's because it's like a Canadian chain restaurant. So that's kind of like fun. Oh, that was not it. I want to do, there's a Greek place that I really like where they have this thing called Greek fries, which is basically like a poutine, but instead of gravy and cheese, it's like feta cheese. And, it's like feta cheese, like a chipotle mayo in the fries.
That sounds so fucking good.
It's delicious. Like, it's honestly unbelievably good. Like, you're like, oh my gosh, when you're eating it. There's a place that me and Aislinn love that's like a little Thai restaurant that does General Tao chicken. It's called Funky Thai. It's like literally like a little funky little like takeout place on the highway.
Uh-huh.
Won't you take me to Funky Thai?
Funky Thai. This is the part that I always thought was so hard when I was a kid. You have to. So okay, let me explain what I'm doing really quick. Basically, this enemy is like you can't get him to pass you, but when you tackle him, you get to see these little glowing spots, and if you poke each of the spots with your brush. Okay. So here, I think it was here, and like here. It like you have to hit his weak points, but basically they only appear for a second, and I have really bad like object permanence.
Same.
So it's very hard to like no, I know what I'm supposed to do. And then the whole time the game tutorial character's like, don't you remember you're supposed to, and I'm like, brother, I'm trying.
I know.
I'm fighting for my life.
Me when the Yakuza was like, you have to go do this, and I'm like, I know.
Ugh, I didn't get it. That's brutal. I thought that one. Okay. This time here's what's gonna happen. Okay, I'm good. Here's the plan. I'm going to memorize where the first two are. Julian, I want you to just remember where the third one that appears is. And Jem, I just want you to remember where the last one that appears is.
Wait, in which order it appears, or like?
Yeah, like they're gonna blank
like,
one. They're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna remember the first two.
Got it. Okay, got it.
Julian, you're on 3. Jem, you're on 4. We're gonna get this first try.
Got it.
Here they come. You can even put your finger on the screen. Okay. Okay. This is 1. Okay. This is 2. Okay, Julian, where's 3?
Okay, so right middle.
Okay.
Down a little bit.
Down.
Down a little more. I think there.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Jem?
Okay, and then the last one is like right above that, basically.
They're right
like,
here?
Right below the crack. A little further up. Yeah, there.
Okay, let's see. Oh, we did it!
Yeah.
Teamwork! And then he goes poof. I love this guy. We don't really get anything
Liam
from
said
it.
importance too, I guess.
It's okay. So everyone knows Canadians love Tim Hortons, right? It's like, oh, Canadians love Tim Hortons. It's Tim Hortons, Tim Hortons. The thing about Tim Hortons that you have to understand is Canadians don't love it because the food's good. They just love it because it's reliable and super cheap. Like an iced coffee's like $1.50, and like that's Canadian money, so it's like that's really cheap. That's like 75 cents American.
Yeah.
Like it's super cheap. That's why people love it. Like they don't like it because they're like, wow, it's the best coffee. I mean, there are people like that, like especially older people, because you know Tim Hortons quality's kind of gone down since an American company bought it. But that's just my opinion. But you know, it's not a super hot take, but it's a take nonetheless. Burger King owns Tim Hortons now.
Ah.
So, but no, I mean, it's not really about it being like the best. It's just kind of like it's super cheap. Sunshine Donuts. If you've ever had like gourmet donuts, that's basically Sunshine Donuts. Have you ever had gourmet donuts?
Yes.
Yeah.
See, Jay said, as someone whose mom worked for Tim Hortons higher echelons, you're right.
Yeah. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't think the food is bad or, like, the drinks are bad. But like people aren't like, oh my gosh, it's the best quality. Like it's just good coffee. It's not got a ton of crap in it. It's very no frills. Like,
yeah.
You know, it's just basic. God, sounds good. Sounds good.
It's technically owned by RBI, which I work for.
Technically owned by RBI. Well, is RBI owned by Burger King? Because I'm fairly certain I remember Burger King acquiring Tim Hortons. Got him.
But yeah, I have had. I think RBI is the company that owns both of them. That would make sense.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Also, it's like no one really knows RBI, so it's like,
yeah.
Burger King, you know?
Rich Burger-ing.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
But yes, gourmet donuts. There's a good one called Voodoo Donuts in the States.
Yep.
It originated in Portland, Oregon, I think.
Okay.
Which makes sense. But they have locations now, like, around the US.
Mm-hmm.
And their donuts are pretty fucking cheap for being, like, as big and as, like, fancy as they are.
Yeah.
Popeyes is also owned by RBI. Interesting.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Popeyes slaps.
We do have Popeyes, and we do have, like, the chicken sandwich and all that kind of stuff. I really like the chicken sandwich, actually. I was pretty surprised by how good the chicken sandwich is.
It's good.
I think the thing that really sells it for me is it's just like a massive chunk of chicken. Like, it's not like a little chicken burger patty.
Yeah.
It's just a huge chicken strip.
Yeah.
And you can tell it hasn't been, like,
RBI.
shredded a ton because it still has, like, the graining.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Liam, RBI was formed after Burger King bought Tim's, and now they are both subsidiaries of RBI, Restaurant Brands International. That was a part of my training. That's true. We should probably ask the guy who works for the place.
Honestly, you'd think so, but also at the same time, that would involve asking you. I'm just being a dick.
I love how there are two people that, when in doubt, we can bully in our friend group, and it's Liam
and Bryn.
Yeah.
I feel like I belong to that subset a little bit.
What, of getting bullied?
Yeah, a little bit. Not like, I don't think I'm like I'm not hurt, but like.
Oh yeah, not actually getting bullied, but like.
Yeah.
Making fun of and shitting on.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, we shit on you because you're like, oh, you're a wife guy, but like.
Oh, but we love that you're a wife guy.
I am. Like, dude, the funniest thing in the world to me was when Bryn was like, I'm like a bigger wife guy than Dylan. I was like, bro, you got no idea.
No.
You literally don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so we have to come back. Welcome back, Em. Hope the pizza was good.
Do you get bullied or do you feel bullied? That is a very different. That is a distinction.
This is Mr. and Mrs. Cutter.
It's just so easy to make fun of Bryn.
Yeah.
Like, they're British. They're rich.
It is funny to me that, like, Americans make fun of
dumb,
British people
like,
for, like, being British. It's, like, genuinely funny to me. Like, I actually think that's a really, like, weird thing to, like...
To dunk on them for?
Well, like, I don't know. It's just, like, such a consistent... It's, I mean... Okay. It's a weird thing for America to say, but fair enough, I guess.
Listen, as someone who is Vietnamese, I get to say that.
No, I'm not saying that you can't say that Britain's, like, a colonizer. I just mean that, like, as an American, it's, like same hat, right?
No, yeah, that's true. It's just, I feel like everyone should shit on the British.
You're not wrong. And I mean, people do love to shit on Americans.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, there's weirdness on both ends of it, though. Like, to me, I think it's kind of whack when people are like, oh, well, at least we don't have a ton of school shootings. It's like, I'm pretty sure you're not happy about that.
Yeah.
Like, when people shit on, like, school shooting statistics. But then I'm also, like, at the same time, it's like, but like, also, Americans go, like, no, don't talk about that. It's like, no, we should talk about it.
We should, yeah.
Like, otherwise it's gonna become like normalized, and that's real bad.
No, for sure. My thing is like, you have stupid accent, haha.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know? Like, cause the Canadians' accents are too similar to mine. I can't dunk on them without dunking on myself.
Yeah,
They're
dude, I saw someone today say, "Oh, I can do an amazing Ontario accent." I was like, there is like literally, it's the most neutral fucking English accent.
Yep.
Like, there's no. I mean, like, what you say a boot? We don't say a boot. Do you say sorry? Like, I guess. Like, it's not really an accent. It's just like one pronunciation. I don't know. I don't get it.
Exactly.
Oh, we found the baby sparrow princess. She's so cute. Her name is Chun, and I love her.
Oh.
She gives Ami a little hug.
Oh.
What a baby.
All right, we have to go take her back to the king now.
Yep.
Okay.
He's a good
Liam's
dude, though.
just easy to dunk on because Liam is a fucking.
Liam is the most confident person I know.
Liam is also like, Liam will gain confidence in something for no reason sometimes. Like, Liam has said some shit to me that is like blatantly and provably false, and I'll be like, no, it isn't, and Liam's like, prove it, and I prove it, and he's just like, damn, I didn't know. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Liam is great at bouncing back.
He is. He doesn't. Dude, you could be like, Liam, that's demonstrably. I'd be like, Liam, that is demonstrably false, and Liam would just be like, so. And I'd be like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well,
wait.
It's a false confidence, though. Liam.
Dude, it's a confidence either way. Take that shit, man. Hold that W.
We bully you out of love.
I just want to see if you'd back down. I'll never back down. You see,
you guys really do have sibling energy.
the thing about me is that I grew up watching AMVs for Naruto to Trapped's Headstrong, the 2005 hit song.
Headstrong, I'll take you on.
That's right.
Take on anyone.
So how could I back down after having that injected directly into my veins for 4 years? You know?
Oh my god.
It's like,
God, you're so right. You know what hurts?
What's that?
Turns out Trapped, the people who made
Yeah,
it,
horrible people, yeah.
Horrible people.
Yeah, terrible people. It's pretty upsetting, actually. You're right. It's okay, though, because it's not like I was a Trapped fanboy or anything. It's just they were like a one-hit wonder to me.
They are.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, I'm not really like, I mean, it's obviously upsetting just because, like, that's one more Nazi in the world, but it's not bad in the way that, like, I wasn't, like, personally like, oh, shit, they were my hero, you know.
Yeah, oh, no, not Trapped.
Not Trapped.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, man. That was such a big part of my childhood.
Now, had, like, Liam just said Linkin Park, sorry. I, meanwhile, listened to Numb on
repeat.
He meant to say repeat. During my spare grade 11. Dude, I was such a Linkin Park fan from such a young age because of Naruto, like, AMV culture.
No, literally same.
Yeah, like, Breaking the Habit and Faint were, like, probably... I don't think I've ever liked songs more than I liked those songs when I was a kid. Is, I guess, the way I put it.
Faint is such an underrated
Faint
song.
is legit underrated from Linkin Park, and that blows my mind because when it came out, it was like, everyone was like, this is the best song that's ever been put into, like, alternative rock. But
the
reason was because they did In the End on the next album.
Oh, yeah.
And then they did In the End, and then they did Bleed It Out on Minutes to Midnight.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing about Bleed It Out that was so big was Bleed It Out was on an album that was almost no songs of that style. Yeah. Like, because Minutes to Midnight was very slow and thoughtful, and it had the song that everyone knows from Twilight, and, you know, it was like a very, like, they just wanted to sing.
Yeah.
And not do their, like, fun screamo, like, hip-hop kind of fusion that they had going on. But Bleed It Out is, like, super that style. Like, it's probably one of their fastest songs. I also have a lot of nostalgia for Remember the Name by 4 Minor. Also, for the Linkin Park guys, they wrote it, just so you know.
Yeah. But yeah, dude.
What's the lead singer's name from Linkin Park? I can't remember his name. It's Chad something.
Chester?
Yeah.
Oh, Chester Bennington. Chester Bennington.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm
still sad,
rest in
yeah.
peace.
Yeah, no,
rest
absolutely. Have you guys seen the concert they did, like, post his death?
No.
So what they did is they did a concert to raise they did it was a charity funded concert, and it was all for like the Trevor Project and something else. It was like a suicide prevention project.
That's good.
And what they did is they played all the songs, all the big songs, and for Chester's parts, what they did is they just had an empty mic, and the audience sung his parts.
Aww.
They didn't sing, like just the audience sung. And
That's
it's
really sweet.
Oh, it like if you want to cry, it gets you to cry so quick, dude. Like it's beautiful. I mean, when they're doing songs like In the End or like, you know, Breaking the Habit, you're like, damn, man, this is some art right here. It's good.
Yeah, dude, Linkin Park was also like.
Oh, it changed my life.
I'd say for a long time, Linkin Park and Paramore were like my two favorite fucking bands of all time.
Great picks.
I mean, like I still love Paramore. Like I listen to Paramore fucking religiously, but
yeah.
Oh man,
it's good.
They're phenomenal group.
I will say because it is a fucking damn shame that the original lead guitarist of Paramore, Josh Farrow, turns out to be a fucking Trumpy.
Yeah.
That was disappointing, but I'll never forget when he and his brother Zach, who does later now come back to the band, originally left. I found out and I started crying.
Aww.
That's amazing.
I was like so sad, and then I found out that Josh was a bad person. I'm like, oh shit. Thank God he left, and now Zach is back, and he's like hanging out.
Zach is
making
back.
Music with his like, yeah. Zach Farrow, he's back.
He's back. Never mind about my shitty brother.
Yep, he's back. He's making awesome music with his like two best friends. It's great. And Haley Williams' solo stuff is also really good.
So good.
This is just a fun little mini game.
It is very cute.
We're trying to unclog the water in the hot spring.
Oh.
Can the bomb blow up? Thank you. Ah, don't get hit. Hopefully this doesn't like kill the Mr. Bamboo over there. It didn't.
Did it?
It did not.
Oh! Love to see it.
Oh, I can't break. Oh, I gotta do a bomb again. Okay, fair enough. I think this is it. I think this layer is it, maybe? Potentially? Maybe not. Oh, wait, I think he has to get down here, right? Yeah. Come on. Tell me I won. I didn't win, I guess. Okay, well.
Oh.
Tips? Okay, hold on. Tips. How do I win? 123. Yeah, time. Use various less to break progress. He'll run. I can make him turn around. Oh, he did find it. Okay, sick. We're good. He just took a second to commit to it. There we go.
You gotta commit to it.
Oh, hey, reverse Catherine. You're right.
Question: did y'all ever listen to 3 Days Grace?
Oh yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Absolutely.
Same. Okay, I just.
The song "Pain." Come on, dude.
Dude, Riot.
The animal I have become.
3 Days Grace. Animal I have become. Iconic.
Come on.
Iconic.
See, here's the thing. I know which kind of so Linkin Park was always like the Kakashi and the Lee AMVs. Sasuke always got the 3 Days Grace AMVs, and Naruto did not get AMVs. Like no one made AMVs for like a Naruto fight.
Naruto wasn't edgy enough.
Well, he doesn't get a lot of good fights in part 1.
Yeah, Liam said Animal I've Become is so good. It is.
I do love Riot
I
though.
I watched a lot of Bleach ones. Yeah, Riot is so fucking good. Listen, I'm not gonna say that Riot. I'm not gonna say that Riot made me into the fucking
Skillet
anarchist person that I am. But I'm not gonna say it didn't.
No, I mean that's a good point. I don't think you should say that it didn't. I feel like it contributed. So this is a thing, by the way, when we sometimes we'll find constellations and we'll get new brush techniques.
Ooh,
so we get new. This game's kind of like I've explained it like. Oh, also they're always funny. The snake can't get out of that little orb.
Oh.
He just gave up. Christian rock bands plus anime AMVs. Wait, is Skillet Christian?
I think so.
Wow, I didn't know.
You know a band that people didn't know was
Holy.
Christian and then were very shook when they found out it was?
Don't tell me it's Reliant K because I'll scream if it's Reliant K.
Oh no, we all knew
No.
that.
Okay. I was gonna say like they literally pray in like half their music.
Oh yeah, Flyleaf.
Flyleaf.
I
Oh.
forgot about Flyleaf. They were Christian, yeah.
They literally have a fucking song called Cassie, which is about the Columbine,
Mm.
and it's a whole fucking thing. But yeah, people like Flyleaf is Christian. I'm like, look at any of their lyrics, any of them.
Yeah, literally. So now we can control water.
Nice.
Yeah, we can do a couple things. Like we can just make something like put like a fire out, for example, or we can do this, where we make a little water spout and it makes a little platform for us. Personally, when I was a kid, I was like, okay, I can control water, that's cool, but like, when do I get to control lightning? And the answer is eventually.
Nice. Other kind of like pop punk alternative rock, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that I listen to. God, I listen to so much fucking Evanescence.
Oh, of course.
Tonic.
How could you get through the era in which we grew up and not?
How can you see into these eyes like open doors?
Speaking of Linkin Park,
No, that's.
isn't the Linkin Park guy in
I
there?
thought that was Wake Me Up Inside.
Isn't that the same song?
But wake up.
Oh, isn't that the same song?
How do you see in these eyes like they're open doors? That's from Wake Me Up,
Yeah.
I think.
That's Evanescence, right?
Yeah,
No,
that's
it's
Evanescence.
That's all the same
Wait.
song, right?
No.
Green Day.
Wait, hold on. The opening,
working at Green
the
Day, though.
the opening to Wake Me Up, they say the line, the eyes are like open doors, like that line.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
Yeah.
what I was quoting.
okay, and in that song, Linkin Park is in it, right?
Oh, it's not. No, they're not.
Who's the guy who raps in that song?
What?
I assumed he was just a member of Evanescence.
Oh, is he? I thought it was Linkin Park, dude.
There's rapping in "Bring Me to Life" by Evanescence.
In Wake Me Up, or is that called Bring Me to
Wake
Life?
me up.
"Bring Me to Life" by Evanescence. Is there rapping?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
What?
Well, I don't know if it's rapping. I think it's more
I
like
mean,
screaming.
yeah, I mean, maybe it's not rapping, but it's like, there's the segment where the male singer starts to do
Yeah, the
his
guy goes,
thing.
Wake me up.
Oh, that. Oh, okay. By the way, I looked up
Yeah,
"Bring Me
wake
to Life"
up.
rapper, and it says Evanescence explains sexist reason why there's a random guy rapping on. Bring Me to
Okay,
Life.
so it's not a member of Evanescence then, right?
Hold on. The rap wasn't part of our original idea or sound. It was a compromise in many ways. What?
Wait, what?
Why? What happened,
Hold on.
Evanescence? What was your vision?
Okay, wait. Can someone confirm if that is the guy from Linkin Park?
Oh, no. It's the original 2003 version of the hit features a rap from Christian rock artist Paul McCoy,
Ah,
who
okay.
also sings over the chorus.
All right, fair enough.
And then apparently Amy Lee said, "God bless the rap. It's part of what got us on the radio, I guess."
Oh my
I mean,
God.
honestly, probably. It is part of the song for sure. It's hard. It is one of those things where you're like, ah, this sucks, but then it's like you make it big and you're like, ah, shit, maybe that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Green Day's a classic. I feel like everybody's.
Green Day, I hope I get to work. Well, I'm probably gonna be working Green Day show. I don't know. I doubt I will get anywhere near them, which if I did, I would probably faint because they were my childhood band.
Oh, for
Like,
sure.
Green Day was the band that got me into music.
Okay, so I know All American Rejects, but I gotta be honest, I wasn't a big fan of them when I was a kid.
I liked them.
I don't know what it
The
was.
Green Day.
I think it was because I was listening to, at the time, like 3 Days Grace in Linkin Park, and they sounded like too upbeat. Like All American Rejects are pretty like. Oh yeah, no. Nowadays I'd be more happy about it, but.
Also, by the way, I'm reading more into this Evanescence thing. So in a 2013 interview, Amy Lee discusses her aggressive femininity, saying she embraces it as it's different, but that back at the start of her career, she had many chats with, quote, the suits, the powers that be, end quote, who saw her femininity as a negative thing and something to overcome. That's where the rap and Bring Me to Life came from, she reveals. They threatened us that they weren't going to put out
put our album out or do anything unless we full-time hired some dude to be in the band and sing too.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That's actually super fucking lame.
Yeah.
I thought it was one of the guys from Linkin Park, and that always had me like kind of hyped because I was like, Linkin Park. But it's too bad.
Yeah,
He dude, if you look, okay,
Dude.
I need you to like, if you look at him, he looks like the hip hop guy from Linkin Park. That I keep forgetting. Mike Shinoda, I think, is that guy's name.
Oh, Mike Shinoda, yes!
He looks like Mike Shinoda, like a lot like Mike Shinoda.
Game Grumps did that once, and now every time I hear Mike Shinoda.
Mike Shinoda, 6'9". Oh, you're doing that one. I was doing the you know, like the very beginning of Remember the Name by 4 Minor,
Yeah.
where they're like, 6'9", Mike Shinoda, and they're like calling people out who are in 4 Minor. Didn't Fort Minor, which was also like, this is a crazy thing to do at the time period in which they did it, but didn't they also sample the same song that Eminem's Stan sampled from Dido? Hold on, let me look this up.
I don't know.
Let me look this up. Give me 1 second. I gotta find out if I'm right. Because if I'm right, I'm gonna be like, damn, I'm like getting all the music trivia. Normally I know no music trivia, but right now we're in like a Fort
We're in your
Minor.
wheel.
Move Along? Is that no? That's All American Music.
That's All American Rejects.
That's All American Rejects.
Move along like
Along.
I know you
What
do.
I think about the fact that Bionicles used Move Along?
So did
I saw
Digimon.
the post about. I saw the Tumblr post about the Bionicle Dream again. By the way,
Wait, what Bionicle Dream?
So apparently it's like a common thing for people to just have, for people who are into Bionicles to have dreams about going to the store and buying them. Apparently that's just like a...
Wait, Em, is this real?
M says, yes, the dream. There was a Tumblr post about it. I saved it because I was going to send it to M, but I was like, I've already sent it to them. Because we've talked about the Bionicle Dream before.
That's so funny.
Yeah, M explained it better than I can.
That's so funny.
Apparently people just have the Bionicle Dream.
That's so
Okay,
funny.
it's a different song, but they did sample the same song as Eminem, which is pretty funny. Now it's in my head. It's gonna be in my head forever now. I'll never forget his name again.
Woo!
Alright, we're back. Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, it's one of those things where, like, I really do feel like Linkin Park was, like, pretty ahead of the times. Like, pretty consistently, too.
I'd say so.
Like,
Yeah.
the idea of, like, combining, like, kind of, not, like, heavy metal, but, like, certainly, like, some, like, pop, punk, hardcore elements with hip-hop is, like, pretty transcendental for the early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
Where, like, hip-hop is only just hitting mainstream now. Like, in the early 2000s, where it's, like, you know, they're double platinuming albums every time a big artist comes out with one.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's easy to be like, oh yeah, like hip hop really took off with like NWA, but like that was NWA took off, not hip hop. Right? Like hip hop took off when it was like Soulja Boy, 50 Cent, Eminem,
Oh, yeah.
like every fucking year.
Soulja Boy.
Like you had someone new and huge every year.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, it wasn't just like one power group, it was just
I remember Soulja Boy.
dude, how can you not, right? They had like they had Kid Cudi, they had Neo? Was
Have
it
you
Neo?
seen the? It
Neo.
was Neo. Have
Neo.
you seen the video of Kid Cudi dancing on stage during MGMT's set at like some festival?
Yes.
Oh, it's so good.
Have you seen the video of
Afterwards, he was
Soulja
like,
Boy?
Sorry guys, I was just tripping.
Do you know that? You know the game
Yeah,
Bra-
M said about the dream. There's
Oh.
a Bionicle group I'm in where people just have the dream, and new people comment, "What's the dream?" And then a while later, new people will post, "Yeah, just have the dream for the first time."
Oh my god, that's actually so weird.
That's-
so funny.
That's really cool though.
Bionicle dream.
Have you guys ever seen the video of Soulja Boy playing Braid? Do you guys know the indie game Braid? Like the one where you can go back in time? Kinda? Like you can like rewind time. It's like a little platformer.
Sounds familiar.
It's like one of the biggest indie games ever. If you look it up, you're like chasing you're trying to get like the princess, but then when the game like kind of hits towards the end, you realize she's been running away from you the whole game. And it's supposed to be like there's talk about whether or not it's like a metaphor for like the invention of nuclear arms and stuff like that. It's a whole.
Wow.
But so anyway, there's a video of Soulja Boy playing Braid, and then him basically being like, "This is the stupidest game I've ever played." And the thing that makes it so funny is like the creator is so like, he's so like, oh my god, like video game is an art form. Like every video game must be created with intent and purpose, or otherwise you're like a talentless hack. And Soulja Boy's just playing, and he's like, oh, he goes back. You make him say, oh, he goes back, and it's just, it is the funniest fucking video. Like with that in mind, it makes it so funny to just watch Soulja Boy like shit on this game.
I love whenever I love that kind of shit where it's like,
it's so funny, dude.
like you know, people who are on their fucking high horse about like whatever.
It'd be like if like fucking tomorrow Justin Bieber was like, I just watched this movie called The Sopranos. It's so dumb.
Movie?
Like
oh, I said Sopranos. I meant to,
Sopranos is a
sorry,
TV show?
I meant to say The Godfather. I said Sopranos. That was a huge laugh. Wow. I think it was that funny.
Funny. No, it's pretty funny.
No, the thing that was funny was that I was completely on board. Like, yeah,
Oh.
yeah, The Sopranos is a movie.
How do I? Oh, I think I have to draw the moon in the water or something. I don't have the moon power yet, though. Fuck.
When the moon hits your eye like a
I like a big
pie.
Is that from?
That's
Is that
somehow
Lady and the
funny.
Tramp?
I don't know.
Oh.
I feel like it is, but I can't remember. Oh, yeah.
Liam said they put that bit in a documentary.
I'm not sure what bit.
I don't know. Jay said, just reminds me of that post on Tumblr. It's kind of cringe that you celebrate a fictional character's birthday. Fuck OP and happy birthday, Paper Mario.
That song is like old. Are we talking like 10 years old or 15 years old?
I think
I'm saying this knowing I'm baiting James. I know the song's like 60, 70, 80 years old.
God.
Just trying to post on Tumblr.
The whole cringe celebrating birthdays.
This
the
post
soldier
happy
boy
birthday, Machimagoro.
Oh, dude,
Me
I see.
literally texting Dylan and saying it's Sakura Haruno's birthday.
Dude, this is my favorite thing. Like every single year, it becomes more fun to me that I have Naruto's birthday.
I'm going to, on your fucking birthday, say happy birthday to one of my favorite one of my closest friends.
Here's the thing. I'd be happy about it. I love Naruto Uzumaki. I hate to say it. The more I watch the rewatching Naruto Shippuden, the more and like just the base series as well. The more I'm like, like this show's actually, like I actually just love Naruto.
Yeah.
He's a good character. I love him.
Oh yeah.
Watching him cry over Gaara recently, I was like, damn, dude, this hurts.
Yeah.
This doesn't feel great.
It's really
bad,
cool.
man.
But at the same time, I'm also like, give it to me. Sorry, who has the same birthday as Naruto? Oh, I do. I see now. I thought there was someone else.
Sure do, buddy.
I sure do.
Nobody but you.
It's just me. I'm the only October
Our
times 30.
special,
It's just you and
our special
Naruto.
boy.
It's just that's a little treat for me and Naruto.
Yeah.
Liam
Dude,
said
I
he
had-
the same birthday as the day the Ninetales killed half the village.
Good. Fuck the
Yeah.
village, dog. Name one important character who died. I'll wait. If you say Minato, I'm gonna scream. He's not important. Who cares about Minato?
Naruto's dad died. How dare you? And his mom died.
You mean Boruto's grandfather?
I do.
Yeah, you can. Boruto's grandfather died.
Kushina, look. Here's the thing about Kushina. Did she ever live?
Damn.
I'm being serious.
Wow, harsh.
Tell me something Kushina did that doesn't involve Minato. Oh wait.
Be hot. Be a milf.
I mean, being a MILF involves Minato in some way.
You could have fucked anyone she wanted.
I mean, but she fucked Minato.
Yeah, but she's still hot.
Dude.
Like regardless of like.
Yeah,
of,
no,
like,
I mean,
fucking-
sure. Look, here's the thing. We were robbed of Naruto having red hair.
That's
Yeah.
true.
He could have had red hair and been so cool, but instead they give him that yellow ass blonde hair, and I'm like, ugh.
She's In the Sims community, they call it cheese hair.
That's very good. The thing about Naruto's hair that I hate is that in night scenes they draw it like actually blonde, but in the day it's always yellow, and I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just bugs me.
Just
Gimme. Thank you. Where are we going? This is what I love about old PS2 games. Like, look at this.
yeah.
Dude, if someone showed me that in a game made in 2021, that they would like fucking kill that game creator by shooting gallery. But in 2007, we were like, yeah, sweet. Wait, was this the spring that I had that he was talking about? I don't, man, there's a lot going on right now in the game, but I haven't really been talking about it.
Yeah, we're just vibing.
See my dog Ume? I haven't seen your dog Ume. Remaining, there's 3 more remaining. Okay, that's cool. We'll go get the other dog first. It's the easy
Did you ever
one.
just realize that we have just committed several word crimes?
I thought I got unbanned.
Right.
Wasn't it unbanned?
Did we unban the
Run Fast Boy? I believe we didn't we?
Did we? Because I think I banned it, but I don't remember unbanning.
Oh, you banned it yesterday. Fuck, I forgot you
What are you
re-banned
talking
it.
about?
I banned it on Monday.
Oh,
I
so
did do
Julian,
that,
so
I
a
think.
thing we can do now is, do you see, do you have Twitch open?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, right below where the chat is, do you see you have like a little number?
The
Yes.
channel points.
So those are channel points,
Oh, yeah.
and you can ban words
I'm
with
aware
them.
of that. Oh, that's fun.
So I can't say words, and it's banned until we finish the game we're on. So in
That's
Breath of the
very
Wild, we had banned the anime. That I can't bring up because it's a word crime. But in once we finished Breath of the Wild, I was like, oh, I can say the anime again. But
then as it
I
went, no
just
one-
remembered that Gem banned it yesterday, right towards the end of the stream, when they were popping in,
Oh.
like waiting for their flight.
Naruto?
Mm.
Julian, you can't say it either. It's a
Yeah,
word crime.
unfortunately,
Oh, Dylan.
no. It's
Okay.
the whoever's on stream.
Oh, alright, we can't say it. Okay.
The rules are we can't ban like the title of a game.
So yeah,
And
my
you
my
can't
rules are
ban,
if I
like,
it's so
guest names.
obviously if it stops me from like speaking normally, like words like and, the, it, but I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Liam, shut up. You fucking nerd.
Yeah, whatever. Timekeeper, okay, bud. But yeah, no, the Doctor Who, but the other one is I don't allow banning the game name, anyone on stream's name, or pronouns.
Okay.
Because I don't want to open it up to like someone doing something gross, basically.
Understandable. Have a good day.
And then if it doesn't fall on that, it will make it like a case by case basis. There's a chance that I might be like, I'm not gonna be cool banning that, but I'm pretty sure like other than that, it should be fine. But if for example, if you were to ban a word where I'm like, no, that's not okay, we're not gonna ban that word, I'll just like tell you can just tell me another word and we'll ban that instead if you want to like ban a word real bad.
Gotcha.
But yeah. When the moon
Yeah, so word
hits your eye,
crimes.
pizza pie.
We've just been fucking committing war
sky.
war crimes,
War crimes.
word crimes left and right. Also, probably some war crimes.
Call
too.
me Kronos. I don't want to call you Kronos.
Who?
Liam. Liam asked me
No,
to call
Liam.
him Kronos.
I will not.
I will not. Once again, we don't need to stroke Liam's ego anymore.
I don't believe that you're the Titan that controls time. Time Wizard. Dude, remember Time Wizard?
What do you
No.
mean, remember Time Wizard? I never forgot Time Wizard. Actually, what are you talking about?
The Yu-Gi-Oh card Time Wizard. He's just a big clock
Oh,
wizard.
no. Then absolutely not. I have no idea. James? James thinks about Time Wizard often.
I think about Time
James
Wizard
thinks about
all the
multiple things
time.
often. James thinks about many things often, to be fair.
It's true. Baby Dragon. Yeah,
Baby Dragon!
I love the Joey Wheeler voice, dude.
I love that post. That
Hey,
was,
Yug.
Oh! Use non-bindi? That's cool.
Yeah, you use non-beanie.
Use non-binary?
That's all right.
Non-bindi?
That's cool by me.
That's cool. All of us meet one, yes. Jay said, I use my massive brain to think about nothing of use to anyone. Gem,
And
same
we
brain,
love
hell
that
yeah.
for you.
As you should.
Once again, doing crossword puzzles, it really has reminded me that I have approximate knowledge of many things.
I have approximate knowledge.
As my grandpa used to like to say, I know a very little bit about a lot.
Yep.
It's like, I know that hummingbirds flap approximately 812 times per second, but do I know how to spell the word because? Not unless I sound it out, brother. Actually, did you guys have a phonetic device to spell because in grade like 1 or 2?
It was just because.
The way I did it is big elephants can always use some exercise.
I'll be honest.
Mhm.
I was pretty. Once I figured, my spelling has always been like halfway decent.
Yeah, I was a pretty good speller as a kid. Now, not so much because I don't
Yeah.
read as much anymore.
When I was really young, I did a spelling bee, and I got 3rd place, and I went, actually, fuck this.
Yo.
I basically was like, I didn't
Really do
win.
spelling bees.
Like in Texas, or like just for like your grade, or like what do you mean by?
Just for my school, we didn't really do spelling bees.
It was. I don't think it was in my school. I think it was like my after-school program or something.
Okay.
That
Well,
ran
I
it.
never did them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not very fun. It's a lot of waiting, and then a lot of pressure, and then a lot of waiting.
Yeah.
It's about it. Bear eat candy apples under shady elms. That's so complicated. I feel like big elephants can always use some exercise. It's so simple. It's just like, yeah, the elephants
I
need
never
exercise.
did that. It was just learn how
Do
to
you guys
spell
have
because
a-
you're a fucking idiot.
Do you have like a north, east, southwest phonetic device?
Yeah. Yes, it's never eat soggy waffles.
Oh, that's
We
funny.
can never eat soggy wheat.
We had never eat shredded wheat.
Shredded wheat's perfectly fine.
Okay, wait,
What's wrong with
wait.
shredded wheat?
What do you guys call mini bottles of alcohol?
Like, what do you mean?
Like when you go to the liquor store and there's tiny bottles of alcohol behind the counter. What do you call those?
Honestly,
Outside
I might need
cities?
I might need to phone a friend. I don't know. I think I would just like you're talking about like the little bottles that they'd give you on like an airplane or something.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd call them actually.
I just call them mini bottles.
I
Yeah.
honestly,
Okay,
I
we
think if
got
I
it.
was trying to if I was trying to like tell Aislinn what they were, I'd be like, you know, the airport bottles.
Okay, because we call them nips here, and I've
Oh,
only
what the
recently
hell?
realized that that's like a Massachusetts thing to call those nips.
Hmm.
I've heard people be like, oh yeah, they're nips, but like that's not something for like I've ever done.
Never enter
Used.
stinky
Oh, yeah, no,
washrooms.
that's-
M's northeast southwest was never enter stinky
Oh,
washrooms.
that's a
That's
good
a
one.
really good
That
one.
is a good one. Yeah, no, we call them nips up here, and I was like, I remember talking to Felix and mentioning it, and he was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "What do you mean? You don't call them nips?"
You don't call them nips.
Julian, I'm gonna send you a link to the like, it's a U.S. dialect like thing from the New York Times, and I would love to see the Canadians do it too. But it's like to figure out like. It's from 2014 or 2013, so it's a little outdated now. But like, what dialect from the like which U.S. dialect you have?
Oops.
I'll put it in voice time.
Do you
But, like,
do you
It's
guys
really interesting.
you know those like big cases of like Bud Light or something that are like 26 bottles?
Yeah,
What do you guys
Yeah.
call those?
Just a pack.
like
A
a
pack.
24 pack.
We call them 2
Yeah, or
sixes.
like a 24 pack.
Like if
Yeah,
you
no, we just call.
or a 2-4, pardon me, a 2-4. They're 24, not 26.
Mm.
But we call them 2-4s.
Yeah, I mean, what are you? Okay, so the street that goes from, or like the road next to the highway that like leads that goes onto
We
the
would
highway,
call
what do
it.
y'all
We would
that?
call that an on ramp.
Yeah, we would also call that the on ramp.
Okay. Houston call like I don't know if it's a Houston thing, but I call it a feeder road, like a feeder.
Oh,
that feeds
sure.
Into the highway.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like that, as far as I know, that's a very like not even like a Texas thing. Like it's a Houston thing.
Hmm.
But
Honestly, I don't think I know a lot of like regional dialects that are like just Canadian things. I mean, like the one that people love to bring up is a double double.
mm,
because everyone in Ontario knows what a double is. But I don't think Americans do.
No,
Okay.
what is that?
A double is coffee with 2 cream and 2 sugar.
Oh.
So if you go to Tim's,
Interesting.
you would say, "Oh, can I get a double and a like a donut?" And they'd be like, "Oh yeah, no problem," and they'd give it to you 100% every time. But
Well, we would
you
not
made that
do
mistake
shit.
one time where you say double in the States and they laugh you out of the building. You never make it again.
Yeah.
They're like, "Pardon me, Frenchman?" And I'm like, "Uh-oh." The other thing is, like, once I apologized in New York and someone was like, "Oh, you're Canadian, huh?" And I was like, "Holy shit, dude. Really? You actually pulled that? From me saying
Hold on,
sorry
wait.
for almost walking into you?"
Wait, hold on. Say sorry.
Sorry?
Yeah, you don't sound like particularly like super Canadian.
To be honest,
They pulled Canadian from you saying double.
yeah, well,
Yeah,
no,
but,
he,
like,
like a dude in New
sorry,
York
yeah.
literally said, "Oh, you're Canadian," when I apologized for almost walking to. I think it was because in New York people don't really apologize if you almost walk into them. They just say like, "Hey, watch out," or like, "Don't like hit
They
me,"
just keep going.
or like they just
Yeah.
don't say a word. But yeah, like
Yeah.
it's like I was first of all I was 13, so I was like, "What? You knew?" I'm pretty sure I also probably had like a Canadian flag somewhere pinned on me.
Aw,
Aw.
that's so cute.
It is funny though, because I've heard that a lot of American tourists pretend to be Canadian to get like good rep, because a lot of countries that are not Canada or America feel very differently about the two countries.
Understandable.
Yeah,
Where they're like, Canada's like, they don't really have an opinion
Yeah,
on
they're
it, or they
just
don't
chill.
really know anything about it, and then America, they're like,
No,
war
America's-
criminals, and we're like,
we
well,
are war.
I mean,
yeah.
every country that's like has a good degree of military power
Yeah.
in this age are war criminals. That's the thing I've
You're
been
right.
trying to be like more specific about, is like, yes, like very funny, like America are definitely war crimes, but like also so is Britain, so is Canada, so is like, you know, in the East, China, Japan, also war criminals.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, it's
Yeah.
just it's a power thing, not like a one
Yeah.
country thing. So yeah, while I was in Japan, everyone was a lot more friendly once they found out we were Canadian. I truly believe it. I've been told on trips, like, if you get lost and you have to ask people for advice, tell them you're a Canadian tourist. And they were like, if they ask if you're American, make sure you say no. And
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, dude. People really don't like Americans. That being said, if you're in France, don't tell them you're Canadian. They fucking hate
don't like
Canada.
Canada?
They hate Canada. Because they're like, Montreal is not French. And Montreal's like, yes, we are. Ha oui, oui.
I mean, not as much in like Japan, but like when I was in Europe, they just saw Asian first before they're like
True.
not. My mom firmly believed that we, not so much for her. She's like, they treated me poorly because they thought I was Chinese, and I was like,
Right.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Racist shit.
Yeah, I would not doubt it. And I was like, my mom's like, you're lucky because you don't look as Chinese or like Asian as me. I'm like, I mean, in some cases yes, in this case no, because I am just Asian, like.
Yeah, well,
ambiguous enough.
no, I get what you're saying, because it's like, it's not like the random like racist guy in Britain is gonna be like, you don't look Chinese, you look Vietnamese. Like, he's just a random racist guy in Britain, right? I'm not saying that's where you
Yeah.
were, but like, you know, the people who are like judging your
I mean,
mom.
it was, yeah,
It's
they'd
like-
be like, she's Chinese, but I look just ethnically ambiguous enough that people are like, whatever.
Right.
Also,
Something.
but yeah, like, my mom says I don't look Vietnamese. I think I do, but I'm just like ethnically ambiguous that like, if I really wanted to, I could pass for like Latinx if I really tried, but like, that's about it. Or I can,
I'll be
like,
honest. I think you're the
like,
only
half
person
mixed.
from Vietnam I've ever met. Or not. Obviously, you're not from Vietnam, but whose
Yeah, the only
lineage goes to
person-
Vietnam. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think I've ever met someone else
yeah,
from
no,
Vietnam.
that's true. Cause I know, I have family that lives in Canada, but they're all in Vancouver, I think. Yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know a very nice family not very far away from where I live right now who's Thai. I know someone who is from I growing up, my best friend was from China. Like, he was born in Beijing.
Mhm.
I knew people growing up who were Japanese. I knew people who growing up who were Filipino. But I've never known someone who's from Vietnam until you.
Hey, yeah, we're but I mean,
I also don't think Canada has a big Vietnamese population though.
compared to the U.S., no.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like in comparison, obviously.
Yeah, well, because when you think about like, you know, Vietnamese refugees.
Yeah.
And where they ended up, and also like American involvement in Vietnam.
Yeah.
It makes sense that like there are more Vietnamese people in the U.S. than there is in like Canada.
Yeah. No, I mean it makes a lot of sense.
But yeah, it does make a lot of sense. But I think in Vancouver, honestly, there is a.
Oh, I would believe it in Vancouver, to be honest.
Yeah. That's where my family is.
I mean, I know that Canada has like an extremely large Chinese population to the point where like I believe like Lee, as in like L-E, is like one of the top 3 most popular surnames in Canada today.
Interesting.
Yeah, like it's like we have a huge Chinese population.
Interesting.
But it's like and I feel like that's also mostly in Ontario.
Yeah.
Because it's like Toronto based, and a lot of that's just because Canada's had like pretty merit-based immigration policy under conservative leadership before, where it's like, oh, you can live here for like very cheap as long as you're a doctor or a surgeon or a pharmacist. And what if you're not one of those? Well, then you can go through the 6-year immigration process like everybody else. And it's like,
yeah.
Well, so, but not a lot of people, Canadians included, not a lot of people know about like Canadian immigration policy.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's why I don't talk about American politics anymore. Because it's like people like in Canada don't know anything about Canadian politics.
Yeah.
Like they know way more about American politics. I would probably say more Canadians, like young Canadians especially, could probably name more presidents than prime ministers.
That's really interesting.
It's a little whack. Like I don't think most Canadians who are like, I would say like 5 years younger than me or younger, could name a prime minister past like not the current one, but the one before. Maybe they could name like the current one's dad. But like unless they were like, you know, like had actually sought out like education in some respect to like actually look into politics, it's pretty bad, dude. It's pretty bad.
Shit.
Like my cousins, it's like they were like, I forgot who we were talking about. I think we were talking about I can't remember which prime minister we were talking about. We were talking about the prime minister from like, I don't know, the 80s. I think it might have been Jean Chrétien, but I can't remember. But anyway, it's not important. The point was I named him and they were like, who's that? And I was like, he's the prime minister. And they were like, when? And I was like, the 80s. And then they were like, oh, like I didn't think, like they like before Stephen Harper, I didn't know like almost anyone. And I'm like, damn, really? That's not that long ago.
Yeah.
Especially because we don't have as many presidents as prime ministers. We don't have the 2-term rule. Like people can become prime minister as many times as they get voted in.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like we don't have that policy. Which I have mixed opinions on, to be honest.
I mean, I say that like I know more than, you know. Oh, actually, I know a handful of presidents. Could I tell you
like
when they were president?
Well,
Probably not.
sure. That I and like I'm not trying to be like I'm some political science genius, but I definitely feel like it's easy to name. Like I feel like there's so many American presidents that are like easy to name.
Yeah, for sure.
Even ones that are like they didn't do that much. You can be like, you know, like
they were there.
You know, obviously, like okay, so like JFK's easy because he was assassinated. Ronald Reagan's kind of easy because he was an actor.
Yeah.
You know, Roosevelt's easy because he was shot and then gave a speech, and that's like a good story, so people remember it.
And there are 2 of them.
And there was 2 of them. That's true. Bush is easy because there was 2 of them. Both were dumbasses. Like,
correct.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, and like Obama's easy because he was the first black president.
Yeah.
So he'll always be like an easy one. Like in 50 years, he'll be an easy one. Even though I feel like in 50 years, people will be like, he didn't do that much. I mean, he got gay marriage, I guess, but that didn't really feel like a him thing.
Yeah.
It just kind of happened when he was president, and everyone was like, okay. And then, you know, Trump's easy because he was horrible.
Yep.
Like, again, because he was kind of an actor light. Lester B. Peterson, John A. McDonald, and that's pretty much it for before 2000s. That's what I mean, dude. Like you probably know more presidents than you do prime ministers. That's insane. You live in a country with leaders and you don't know them. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wow.
Like that's actually crazy. Like you definitely know more than 5 presidents. Right? Like even if you just think of like the really easy ones, like okay, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Bush 1 and 2, Obama, Trump, Biden. Like just the easy ones. That's like 6 right there. Does that say something about the authority, celebrity of a prime minister versus president? I think it's mostly because our media is very Americanized and America-centric, like Hollywood movies, like
You're
a
right.
lot of American news.
I would have assumed it wasn't like that.
Oh, it's very like that in Canada. Like, dude, I'm not kidding. During the American election, it's all people talk about in Canada.
Wow.
It's all people talk about. And I mean, now,
Yeah.
I admittedly, let me open up my biases here. I live at the tip of the south of Canada. Like, I'm right at the border.
That's true.
So that could be part of it. But then on the other hand, like, on the other foot, like, yeah, we live right at the tip, but also it's like the majority of the population lives here. Like the vast majority of the, Canada's population is along the American border.
Yeah. Let's see. So.
Also hinges
James said,
heavily. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're taught the structure of the government is valued more than this person did X thing. Yeah, that's fair. And then, Liam, I think it's the American cartoons that got away with.
That is actually a good point.
Cultural references cultural references do make a really good point.
That is actually a good point. Like cartoons definitely are a part of it.
Like, or just American media in general is so like
I remember
widespread.
I remember the day I realized that most shows were American and not Canadian was when in an episode of Fairly Odd Parents they say the line, "I'm going to Canada next. They've had it too good for too long." And I went, "Wait, they? Where is this?"
Yeah.
And it was in America, and I was like, "What?"
Liam said you can see the U.S. while driving over the QEW.
Yeah, it's the main highway that runs through our area.
Yeah. I mean, like, Canada and U.S. are very intrinsically connected.
Yeah, I mean, it's the largest open border of any two nations in the world.
And, like, yeah. I was gonna say something.
I mean, I will say, so there was a point in Canadian history when, I believe it was during the Iraq invasion, where I think it was Obama, but it could have been Bush. I can't really remember. But one of them asked Stephen Harper to go in with them. They were like, "You're coming in with us for this invasion. Like, we want Canadian forces on the ground with American forces." And Stephen Harper said no. And it was a national news story. Like, it was literally the talk of the fucking country. People were like, "Good job, Stephen Harper." Like, and people fucking hated Stephen Harper. So, like, when I say people were, like, congratulating him, it was not a common occurrence.
Yeah.
He was mocked by Canadian news. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Are we? I'm gonna use a.
Yeah, we can take a break now.
I'm gonna get water. Yeah,
We
because
can take a break now.
Are we going to finishing? Because I'm gonna get water. And
It's
everything.
5 to 8. We can take a break.
All right.
We'll be back in 15 minutes. Be back at 10 after 8.
Yeehaw.
See you soon.
Alrighty.
Yeehaw.
Bye.
Be back in a bit.
Oh, they can't hear me. It's like something wrong with their audio. No. It's me.
Oh, let me grab
But it was
headphones so I
me,
don't
a
echo.
fool.
Oh no.
It was I who was the fool.
It was I. It was me.
Hi.
Dioda. You guys watch any anime lately? I've been looking for new.
No.
I've been looking for new anime recommendations.
I've been playing Yakuza 4 mostly, but like.
Honestly,
I'm at the
that's
part
kind
the
of like
game where-
watching anime.
It is. I'm at the part of the game where I don't really care about the current protagonist because this one
Yeah.
switches protagonists every few chapters, and it's just this new guy who I don't really give a shit about.
That's too bad.
I'm just sort of like, give me Kiryu again.
Yeah.
Give me Kiryu.
Mob Psycho
'Cause,
100.
like, with the other ones, like, one of them didn't really have a tie-in, and I sort of grew to like him, but, like, the other one was Majima's own. So it's like, ooh, has a fun tie-in to the series. And this guy is just like, no, here's some random dude who sort of has a tie-in.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I guess I'll play a shitty.
Do it. Okay. The reason I was asking for new anime recommendations and didn't just go to Mob Psycho 100, which, unlike Xenoblade, I actually do intend to consume that media, is because I'm kind of looking for an anime that's like not fighting, because the other one I'm watching is Naruto. Right. I recently rewatched. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but there's an anime that I really, really love. It's nothing like, I wouldn't say it's like the best at anything. But I really love. So it's called Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches, or Yamada no Seven Witches, or whatever. But it is basically a romantic comedy about a boy who finds out that he has a magic power where every time he kisses someone, they switch bodies.
That's fun.
And so these seven witches are like, I want that power for me. So they're all trying to like seduce him, basically. But not all the witches are girls. And so there's some really good bits there.
Oh, Jim?
Jim?
Yeah, sorry, my
you're
internet
good.
got weird and
You're
it was
good.
all just robot.
But yeah, so I you know, I want to watch something. I want to cry. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Have you watched Princess Jellyfish? Or was that
Yes, I did.
Okay. So I was gonna say,
Very
Princess
good.
Jellyfish is always a good one.
It was very good.
Um,
Highly recommend it to anyone who's considering it.
let's see.
Did you ever see
or-
Did you ever see the captured princess is just trying to get a good night's sleep?
No, but I need there's so many that I need to watch. Okay, so let's see. Jay said, time for me to plug Nabari no U again. Liam said, Beastars and Your Lie in April. Your Lie in April is supposed to be really, really good.
I've seen it twice. I don't think I could watch it again. It's a little too depressing.
Yeah. Also, I would like to discuss for a minute your map, your dialect, American dialects map, Dylan.
Oh, sure. Yeah, please go ahead. It paints
I
a
do
funny
think it's
picture,
funny
doesn't
that-
it?
It does, because I do think it's funny that it has
that?
Vancouver, Oregon in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Two of my most highlighted spots are Florida and LA, which I feel like are like not opposites, but not that similar either.
It
Like
I
dialect-wise.
think it's really interesting that one of your like top spots is like Houston, where I'm from.
Yeah. Well, I think so.
Like, I
One
think
that
that's
it really,
really interesting.
one that really like lit up Houston when I selected it was how I say crayon, like it rhymes with Don.
Yo, yeah.
Apparently, that's a big Houston or like Texan thing, I guess. Is
What,
that
saying crayon?
I guess like
Yeah,
in the
rhymes with
north
Don,
they
yeah.
say like crayon.
Julian,
like-
how do you say it?
Crayon?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, Emma posted hers. She got New York dialect. Inch. Interesting. James, I need you to hop in on this. I need to know. James and Liam. Everyone do it.
Everybody do it. Sorry,
I
who
find
got
that really interesting.
who was it? Who got who was the second person you said?
New York, Emma.
Emma.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I am very happy that mine does in fact show that it's Houston.
Right. Yeah. They're like, no, this
It gives it away.
this
every
person
time
is from
you
Houston.
road.
No doubt about that.
Yeah, I'm like.
Oh, it's
hey.
Kushi. I love Kushi. She's so sweet. She just makes sake, and she loves
Aw.
Susanna. but she's very nice.
Okay, let me take this test. I've been too busy drawing much.
I'm
You're
just gonna. I love the characters in this game because they'll see like a miracle in front of them and they're just like, "That's weird," and not like, "Oh my God, that was divine will being enacted in front of me."
Okay, to be fair, that would be me in real life though, being like, "Huh, what a weird thing."
Okay, but like you gotta. It's not like it's like water moving by itself to go in your jar by moving up out of the stream. Like that's really not just weird. Like that's so much more than weird. This is Susano. He's just a drunk who wants to be a legendary swordsman, so we help him out. He's a good guy. I think he means well. Yump. So I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No.
I'm typing, so I can't do both at the same time.
Yeah, no, I get it. It happens every once in a while, and I'm just like, it's probably just typing, but I'm also like paranoid that the stream's gone down or something. So I'm like,
No, you're good. I'm really bad at like multitasking when it comes to that. I
no
cannot
shame
concentrate at the
about
same time.
multitasking. Like, no shame. But yeah, I might just check
Yeah.
every once in a while. If someone doesn't answer, I'll be like,
Yeah, no worries. And Julian's doing the dialect test.
yeah. Absolutely. Is this a... Hold on. Is this a... Can I go here? Oh, wait a minute. What's over here? Funky little field? Little funky field? Something I was pointing out to Andy yesterday, who was on the stream, is that when you draw in this game, you can see, like, for example, when I'm doing this, you can see the ink dries as I brush and, like, spreads unevenly. Which I just love. It's such an interesting like detail
It's
that they
very
put
fun.
in. Yeah, it's just like impressive that they had that level of like sense of what they were doing. I guess.
Yeah.
I'm just like, damn, dude. Y'all knew how to do your job.
So cute.
I like
This game is
literally.
so fun.
I said this in the last stream, but it's worth repeating because I really do believe it. When I was a kid, I thought this about a lot of games, but I was like, wow, I can't believe how good this game looks. It looks like I'm playing a painting. And I kind of always, when I started to get older, when I was like, I played this game when I was probably like 10. When I was like 16, I was like, oh, there'll be more games as like consoles progress that are kind of like this, and this level of visual fidelity and stuff like that. Like where, there'll be a game like this integrated into an art style. I have not played a game that's this integrated into an art style.
Yeah.
Like I've just never seen a game. Yeah, we're gonna catch the legendary Whopper.
It says I'm from Boston.
Hey.
Hey,
Or
nice.
Worcester, which is, about 40 minutes away from Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got Houston
Or
as my
Yonkers.
Or Yonkers. You're a New Yorker now.
My top ones
Yes,
are
New York.
Houston, Irving, and fucking Plano.
Yeah, I got Boston, Worcester, Yonkers.
That's funny.
Interesting.
It sounds like a Scooby-Doo expression.
Yeah, it does.
Yonkers, guys.
That's what Fred says.
Yeah.
No, Fred says fuck.
He does not.
Yeah. Emma
I love
got
that
New
dude.
York, and Yonkers.
There you go. So New York.
And then, yeah. Then Dylan got Seattle, Tacoma, and Portland /
That's a
Vancouver.
pretty weird grouping, I gotta say. Like
Well, and
Portland and
in terms of, like-
Tacoma.
Well, when you think about it, it's just like general Pacific now, Pacific like Northeast.
Mm-hmm. Admittedly, I don't know where Tacoma is, but it feels like it's not near Seattle.
It is.
Ah,
It
well.
is.
It's the same. They're in the same state.
There you go, then. Look what I know. That's to say, not a lot.
I mean, it's not your country. That's valid. I could not tell you how far, like, Toronto is from like
Regina?
Vancouver and Quebec. I could not tell you.
I feel like Vancouver's easy though because everyone just knows it as like Canadian California or like LA.
I don't know.
Just because it's like the West Coast place. Oh yeah, I've heard about this.
Okay.
If you just put a bunch of stars in the sky, they go and they shoot off. Like, ready?
Aw,
Pew pew.
I love it.
cute.
And then anyway, so we have to complete the constellation so we can learn how to make it nighttime. It's a little rabbit this time. Look at how cute. I love this little
Let me look
rabbit.
If there's a Canadian dialect. 'Cause there's
Oh
one that's,
man,
like,
I didn't
for-
get this joke as a kid. Now I get it.
Let's see, from zoo.com. Can we guess where in Canada you live based on how you speak? Let's see.
They're mad at each other because the rabbit is the moon god, and Ami is the sun god. It all makes sense.
Let's see, go to quiz.com.
Yeah, because there's a rabbit in the moon. Yeah, the jade rabbit.
That's also have to be a lesbian.
True.
Moon is a lesbian.
My girlfriend turned to the moon. That's rough.
That's
buddy.
rough, but
Maybe I'll just rewatch Avatar. I feel like I could rewatch Avatar right now.
Dude, I feel.
Says me
Yeah,
who
let's
just
see.
fused Kaguya. Let's go.
How well do you speak Canadian English? Let's see. What the?
Damn, faster than I can even do it myself. Well done, James. Nice sword action.
Oh,
Get banned a bot.
be gone, bot.
be gone, bot.
I just love the
Unless
way
you're
the
here to
moon looks in this
battle.
game.
Bot.
Unless you're here to battle.
Yeah.
Oh, Jem, by the way, my friend Wraith watches BattleBots.
Good.
We
Oh,
were
they-
hanging out
they-
and we watched a bunch of the fight.
That's awesome.
God, I'm so glad. They
Like, yes.
they started pre-sale for tickets to watch it live.
Oh, where is it? Wait, where is it?
It's in Vegas. It's in Vegas.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
end of
Fuck,
Au-
we have to go
end
to
of August.
Vegas.
I know. Listen, we gotta go to Vegas.
We gotta go to Vegas.
All I'm saying is we don't need to go for the whole thing because filming takes place over a couple of weeks. But I think we should at least go for like the
I
tournament
think we should.
and like.
I got to imagine that's an expensive trip, right?
Just, I feel like the plane tickets would be more expensive than the BattleBots tickets.
We'll see. I'll keep an eye out for like when they announce like because it's the pre-sale for the tickets is for like specifically like their Facebook group supporters.
Right.
But I'll keep an eye out for when they announce actual tickets going on sale, and I'll let you know. Because honestly,
Yeah.
Julian, I would absolutely go to Vegas with you.
Let's go to Vegas. Let's go see BattleBots live.
What
Let's go see
what an
BattleBots, let's just hang
insane
out in Vegas.
what an insane trip that would be.
Dude, we'll go see the Blue Man Group.
That's got some
Yeah.
weird. Hey, let's go see Stomp.
Let's go see Stomp.
Let's see fucking Stop.
That's the fucking Vegas show. I feel like
I always think Blue Man Group.
Blue Man Group's a good one too, for sure. Although I saw Blue Man Group in like Toronto, I think once.
I mean, they're everywhere. It's just
Yeah.
just really
How
associate
many
it with
blue
them.
men are there? We'll never know.
I also always thought Blue Man Group was somehow connected to that one movie where they dye the guy blue. You know the movie I'm talking
Isn't
about?
that Big Fat
what
Liar?
movie?
I think it is Big Fat Liar, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the one. Man, look how pretty the moon is when I draw it in the sky. Ready? Peep this real quick. Look at how pretty this is. It's so pretty. Oh, is everything good? I heard Discord noises.
Oh yeah, my internet just went down because my power flickered out.
Oh,
off
you're
and
good.
on. So, yeah, so I'm currently on the phone. If I'm sorry if my audio's bonkers. I'm
It
gonna
actually
probably
sounds-
leave for a bit.
It sounds pretty good, but yeah, feel free to leave for a little bit if you gotta just rejig stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a bit.
No problem.
See how check out my internet. I'll be back in a bit, hopefully.
Yep, no
if
problem.
not, see you soon. Alright, bye y'all.
Bye, Jem.
When will our gem return from the
When will Jem return from the war?
Comcast war?
Oh, God.
I assume it's Comcast. Comcast is definitely like the biggest internet provider in America, right?
Yeah, or Verizon. I'm not
Verizon.
sure which one's bigger.
That's fair.
Feels like they're the two biggest. They definitely have the most.
Yeah. I mean, it's really bad because in Canada we have like a huge problem with like phone and internet companies having like a monopoly on the industry. Like we don't like. I know from what I've heard from like Americans and other people, the way it works in America is you kind of have like the big ones, and then like local providers are an option as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's accurate.
Banks too. I mean, banks is not much of a problem because like, you know, oh no, my insurance rate's bad. Yeah, well, welcome to the 21st century. Like, you know, all banks are like monopolies basically. But yeah, so the thing I would say about the media companies is that we don't really have like local providers. Like we don't have an option that's local. It's just the big ones. And so our like Canada's internet bills, I think, are the most expensive in the world.
Wow.
Like it's or if it's not the world, it's like top 3 nations or something like that. Like it's an insane. Our data plans for phones, like you would be appalled probably. I share a plan with my sister. We get 20 gigabytes a month of data.
Yeah.
And we pay like almost $200 for it.
Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy. We only recently got into like, well, I say recently, but like recently as far as like, you know, phone plans change. But we only recently got to like a point where everyone was like happy with unlimited talk and text.
Yeah.
Like as recently as like 2015 or 2016, we had like people could only send 250 text messages a month and stuff like that.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Jim back.
Welcome back, Jim.
Did you do it?
I didn't do anything, but my internet is in fact back.
Let's go.
Hey.
So we got all the mystical orbs from each of the heroic dogs.
Fuck
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
Happy to say. And now we get a dungeon. So we gotta go into this little dungeon. I really like this dungeon, but probably only because you get one of my favorite, like probably one of my top 2 brush techniques in it, which is that you can control the wind.
Ooh.
Very fun brush technique. Mostly because you can make yourself go like sailing on a lily pad, which I really love. But also you can like blow up fire. You can like make enemies' ranged attacks miss. There's a lot of like cool ways to use the wind power in this game.
Nice.
Yeah. You can't tell. I fucking adore this game.
Dude, it's a fucking cool game.
It is I mean, honestly, like, there's not a lot of games, at least that I'm aware of, in, like, the Zelda... Like, Zelda-like isn't really a genre. Where, like,
Yeah.
oh, you go through dungeons and you get new items. I guess it's kind of like a Metroidvania game, where it's like you get new items and you can come back later and, like, get new exploration options and stuff. But... it really, like, captures the Zelda formula without taking almost anything from Zelda. Which is impressive. Like, it's not a... at least as far as, like, I would be concerned, I don't think that's easily done.
Yeah.
Okay, I went the wrong way looking at that mess. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just love this game, man. Also, you play as a fucking wolf. That's cool as hell.
Yeah!
That's sick.
Hey,
There's
war crime.
Sorry, dog. You play as a dog? This is, you have a button, Julian, that's just bark.
I love that. Just like Goose Game.
Yeah, you just get to honk. Like, you just get to say, hey, stop it. And then also, you can make the dog do, like, what I like to call the zoomies, which is, so you can run in a circle, right? Where Ami just kind of runs in a circle. But because the motion in this game is so good, like, the controls are so specific, you can make Ami go, like... which I just find hilarious.
Lizzie
Yeah.
does something similar.
Yeah, like, I've seen dogs do that exact thing.
Julian, I want to meet your dog.
I want to meet your dog,
She's
too.
just a little goofball.
I
She's
want
so
to meet all
cute.
my friends' pets.
I'm excited for you to meet my cat. My cat
I'm
is...
excited to meet the
I've never
pigs
seen
too.
your cat.
Oh, the pigs, dude. Yeah, I will tell you right off the bat that everyone is gonna think like, oh, I'm gonna love Foggy because she's the most personable by a lot. But because Chai is so unpersonable, you want her to love you so badly. You're like, let me be the one. But it's Aislin's mom is the only one that Chai is like truly comfortable with. Even Aislinn, Chai will run away from. Admittedly, like they're prey animals, they run away from like every sound. It's like hard coded into their DNA.
That is true.
Like they can't, like they're just like their leg response is almost so strong that they'll like hop. It's also the response to being happy.
When I was growing up, I had a really chill guinea pig who we would just like, we could take her outside and she'd just sit on the lawn and eat the grass.
I love it. Yeah, we do that too. We do that with the girls as well, but we can't let them eat too much grass, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because it's very sugary, believe it or not. Which I know you're thinking like, not my grass. Well, your grass. They actually have a pretty strict diet, all things considered. But like,
Yeah, no, people are surprised whenever it's like, hey, here are these animals that have actually like really specific
like
diets.
they're only really, and like I think the hard part is because they're like scavenging prey animals. Like they can't pace themselves with eating. Like it just it just doesn't. Like they just can't. Like there's just no way.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand now. So like, cause they're basically every meal is like they're like hard coded to think like I'm not gonna eat again for like a week.
Yeah.
What a fun little elevator system. Ah.
So, I rearranged my pins.
Okay.
In fact, on this stream of, last 2
Hey,
weeks ago or whatever.
honestly, when you're either watching the stream or on the stream, I feel like people get a lot of shit done because they have to commit to sitting down for 4 hours.
Yeah.
I drew some monuments.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love when people do art on my stream.
It's
Julian,
just
feel free to
fun.
quote retweet if you feel comfortable sharing the art. Feel free to quote retweet
Oh,
the
it's-
stream tweet.
It's on my Yakuza Twitter, but that is my horny Twitter account, so I don't know.
Oh, hey, fair enough. Like if you're drawing horny art, that all power to you.
Oh, I'm not drawing horny art. There's just sometimes horny art.
Okay,
I feel
okay.
Like I have to be
Listen.
honest.
I as someone who
Gem
follows
follows
the
it.
account,
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, Gem.
it's okay, because it's more just, like, surprising, because I'm, like, I go on and I'm like, oh, Julian's, retweeting Yakuza
Yeah.
stuff. I like
Cock and
Yakuza.
balls.
And then suddenly I'm like, oh.
Quietly. Oh.
Yeah.
Surprised when I see, when suddenly horny on main, I'm like, ah!
Ah, I see.
It's
Dude,
not technically my main, so it's fine.
In
Yeah, but
fairness,
also on my main.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Gem.
No, it's okay.
in fairness
I
though,
didn't-
this is also the Twitter experience if you follow Fran. Fran likes a lot of art, like on the main account.
It's like a lot of art, yes.
And not
Yeah.
a lot of it is not what I would describe as safe for work.
I will say that. But, like, it's not like Fran means to put that on her timelines,
No, I get it.
But then for Julian's Yakuza account,
I will
I'm
say,
like,
yeah, you're right, because like actually most of the time I see it on from Fran, it's like liked and not retweeted, and I'm like, I feel
No,
for you.
I'm just I.
Don't feel bad about it.
Julian just. I mean, to be fair, it is your.
in the bio. In the bio,
Yeah.
it says "Beware, here be cock and balls." So
That's a
like,
very good bio.
That's that's not on me.
I remember
blunt about it.
when I first started streaming, I got like an influx of people, a lot of bots, but like an influx of people following my Twitter account because I was like linking it. And one of the people who followed me, I was like, oh, like whenever someone follows me, I look at their profile because like obviously, right? Like you're like, who's this?
Yeah.
I'm not like a big content creator yet.
Yes, there is a lot of horny Yakuza stuff. Would you like to see it? Because
I know a guy.
yes.
Oh, I have to reverse it.
I do in fact know a guy.
Anyway, Billy, do you say?
I opened his profile and it was just full on like his dick, and I was like, thanks.
not.
That was the pinned tweet. I was like, very
Oh, Oh, that's bold.
Very, very confident.
Very informative.
Honestly, I understand exactly what I'm getting into, so thanks for that.
That's true.
But also, could you never do this to me again?
Yeah.
Anyway, so now we can make wind happen. Alright, give me the constellation.
Gem, I was going to apologize. Sometimes when I retweet things, I retweet them and I'm like, oh, Gem follows this. I hope they're okay with that.
No, it's fine because if it wasn't, I could just unfollow it.
Yeah.
You could just unfollow it.
And like also because like I know that you would not give two shits about it.
No, I would not.
As a side account.
I would understand fully.
Not even the private Twitter, but the Yakuza side art, fan art account.
Mm-hmm. So like I don't mind because also then that gives me Yakuza stuff on my timeline.
It's true.
That being said,
I wish
because
on the main
occasionally-
account you retweeted more Yakuza art, but now I get why you don't because you have an account for it.
I have a separate
Yeah.
account for it.
Now I get it. Now I
that
get it.
Yeah.
I would tell you to follow, but
Listen, don't scare me.
Do it.
Don't scare me with a good time.
you want to see like cock and balls? Because
We'll talk,
I mean,
Julian.
it's not like
I'll be in
it's
touch.
not
My
like-
people will talk to your people.
Okay, cool. It's not like the most frequent thing I post.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
yeah.
really not. It's just occasionally it'll pop up, and that's why I'm so caught off guard. Because I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh hey,
But it's still so funny.
It's
But
5
it is
o'clock
rough, though, 'cause
somewhere.
I'll be like, because I'm like, oh, there's good Yakuza art. Let me send it to you. Oh no, it was Julian who put this on my timeline.
oh dude, the amount of times I've been like, oh, I should send Julian this Yakuza post, and then I'm like, let me just see who liked. Okay. But it's
I
funny
have a
because
brand
Julian, there's like 4 people I follow that like, for the reason I followed them, they also really like Yakuza.
Yeah.
Like, just not part of why I followed them necessarily, but just like that's an aspect of their account. And so every once in a while I'm like, like it's like I send you some Yakuza stuff, not frequently,
you
but
do.
it's infrequent. But
When you do, it's always good.
I love the like if I ever send people art stuff, it's like only the top tier content. I will not be told
yeah.
that I send bad art.
You don't. You send good art.
Yeah, that's I make sure of it. But yeah, no. So I'll always be like, this isn't Julian, but then 90% of the time it is Julian. And honestly,
So,
like I'm here for it.
Someone did you know how it says real Yakuza use a controller?
Mm-hmm.
Someone did that, but it's real Yakuza use the Wii Remote wrist strap.
Oh my god,
Oh yeah, I got my
That's awesome.
I
Really
fucking
hard.
lost it.
that's really good. Also, I am just gonna
Imagine
throw out the
Yakuza with a
reminders.
Wii game.
Oh, dude, there should be a Yakuza Wii game. I heard the Judgment series is ending. That's super sad.
So basically, I don't know if it's ending. I know that it's just not coming to PC because of the voice actor.
Oh, is it just not to
like-
PC?
Yeah, the
Oh, that's
voice
funny.
actor, I guess, or his like management or someone was like, we don't want
To people
his
to mod
voice
them,
in a
right?
game that's on PC.
Yeah.
So
I
weird.
assume, you know, now that you say that, that's probably right.
Yeah, so
was
I
sort of
heard that the reason was because they didn't
It's
want people to
probably because
like
of
change
modding.
him.
that makes sense.
Like they wanted it to be
I
like the
just-
brand.
I was just like, huh. I guess he's just weird or something and doesn't
Which-
consider like PC gaming art.
The
But,
very
like, no,
funny
it makes
thing
sense.
that a person, someone I follow pointed out, the problem is the one that's gonna come out in like a month or whatever, or like 3 weeks or whatever. That one obviously is still gonna come to PC because it was already going to. Which means now that people know that it's not coming to PC ever again because of modding, the modding is gonna be out of control.
Oh yeah.
Like we're talking like mpreg, we're talking like everything
Oh,
under
I've
the
seen
sun.
some shit.
Yeah, like
There's a
it's
lot
coming.
of like people are really horny for the villain from Kiwami 2,
Mm-hmm.
Ryuji, and there's a lot of him in just like very little clothing. And I'm like, all right.
I believe
you
it,
know?
dude.
Which, by the way, Dylan,
Yes.
which Yakuza games have you played?
So I have played 0. I've played so okay, let me put it like this. When I was a kid, or not a kid, but like probably like 13 or 14, I played, I believe it was like one of the very early Yakuza games on PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
And then I
Those
didn't
are rough.
yeah, I couldn't really get it. Like I wasn't A, I wasn't very good at it, and 2, I didn't really understand because it's like it was not the first one. So like the story was already kind of developed and characters I didn't know and they weren't really explaining anything, so I just kind of dropped it. Then I went back when I was an adult and people were like, you should check out the Yakuza series. I played 0 and then I played Kiwami 1 and 2. But that...
Oh, I thought you hadn't played Kiwami.
I played it, but frankly, like, I think it was when either it like had first come out or it was like they recently had done the HD maybe. I only really remember 0 like in depth. I think I started playing them at one point. I think because they were in a collection or something. That's why I got them all.
Yeah.
And I think I really liked 0, and then I kind of started to skip like cutscenes. And I was like, okay, like I want to. I really like the gameplay, and I didn't really get the story. And like 0, I mean, we've talked about this before, but like 0 story was like evidently the best one. I feel like.
So good.
It's so good.
And then you like get to Kiwami 1, and you're like, oh, okay, so I'm not Majima.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Yeah, 0 definitely is still my favorite.
Oh yeah.
And like, it kind of descends for them. Like, I'm on 4, and I'm just not that into it. Like, I'm still gonna finish it.
Yeah.
Because I want to get to the part from Kiryu, and also there's Majima scenes. But like, I don't know. I mean, I guess this is also like the PS3 era, so it's not as good as.
That is the thing.
Like they don't get back to high graphics again until 6. So I still have 2 more to go. But yeah, I don't know. You have to really get into the story. It's just sort of once you have Majima for a protagonist, and then Kiryu is sort of like very nothing in Kiwami.
Yeah. No, I mean he really is not like exactly a blank slate, but it kind of feels like they wanted him to not have a ton of characterization yet.
It's because it's like a lot of Kiwami is like shot for shot of the original.
Yeah.
Which is why it's like shorter and kind of like, you know, so like I get it, but also like, I don't know, I want to feel more invested in Kiryu.
Yeah.
And like, I really don't think I would have been invested in Nishiki at all if I hadn't played 0.
Right.
For sure. Listen, I'm just asking because I would love to see Dylan play Yakuza.
I would.
If I was gonna play a Yakuza on stream, I would play Like a Dragon probably.
Yeah.
Not only because on one hand I didn't finish it and I want to. It was kind of just like shit was coming up and other games were coming out and like I just didn't have time for it. And now I'm like, so the other thing is something I didn't know is that so I played it originally on the PS4 version. Then I got a PS5 and the PS5 upgrade was free, so I was like, oh, I'll get that. So I deleted the PS4 version, got the PS5 version. Then I found out the saves aren't cross-compatible.
Oh.
So I'd have to restart from like 30 hours in, and now I'm like, oh. That's a big. So I think it's been long enough that like I could see myself playing it like fairly soon. Maybe like in like 3 games or 4 games or something like that. But like, I mean, on one hand, like I kind of would want Julian to have already played it.
Yeah.
Because I would want to have Julian on to talk about Yakuza and like talk about what you thought.
Yeah.
In the similar way where like I really wanted. Yeah, and like in the same way where I wanted like Zoe and Andy on for Resident Evil because they love horror so much. Where I'm like, I want, you know, obviously like when I can, I want people to like on who already have like some connection to the game.
Yeah.
Just so that like it's like not only that it's easier to talk to. I mean, sometimes I go for the opposite. Like sometimes I'm like, I want you on because you've never played it.
Yeah.
But no, I mean I like being able to talk about like what you thought, and because Yakuza is such a, I don't know, a game that you've been really into.
It's been a hyperfixation.
Like it's been such a like transcendental property. I feel like I haven't seen you this fixated on something since Unisana's.
Yep.
And
also,
so
probably a lot of that and this have to do with me still being like at home for the majority of the time.
For sure.
Where I can just really like get my like claws deep into something.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think like once you play it, I think maybe then we'll talk about that being a streaming because I'd love to have you on for like a lot of it and talking about it and what you thought.
Yeah, I have seen the Majima and Saijima combo.
It's
on my YouTube.
it's so
It's
good.
so fucking cool.
It's so fun.
They're so married. They're so fucking married.
It's
They
one
are
of the
most
things-
married couple in the whole world.
It's one of the things I really love about Like a Dragon that I think is kind of lacking from the original Yakuza games, except for I would say like 0 because it had the kind of ability to be retrospective about everything.
Yeah.
But it really like the characters immediately out of the gate are like super characterized. Like they have such strong personalities, and all the dialogue is like how those personalities interact with each other.
Yeah.
Um.
Also, 2 of those guys are really cute.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm ready to talk about that too. But
Yeah.
it's
The
I
silver-haired
think
one and, the one who looks like Millennial Majima.
yeah. Yep.
They're both very cute.
Also, the story is, I would honestly, and this is going to be kind of surprising because of like what you've already seen and played, but I honestly think it's even more cinematic than like the other Yakuza games. Like they really amped it up.
I've seen like some of the like summons.
I mean the summons are just out of control.
They're so funny. Oh
They're
my
so
God.
good, and the way they're like implemented in the game because it's like urban fantasy.
Yeah.
Like, so one of the things, obviously it's turn-based, right? So everyone has like a class, and the way you change your class is you go to the job center and find a job in the like class that you're playing. So like, for example, one of them's like security guard, so you have to find a job as a security guard.
Oh, I'm that.
It's so good. Like, it's such a fun system.
It looks really fun.
I mean, I
have to
don't get
get
me
there
wrong.
first.
I really feel for people who are upset that like the action element is gone from Yakuza games because they said they're going to keep doing
Yeah.
turn-based for now. But at the same time, like, it's always good to see a series grow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I
changes are good. Like, even if they decide this isn't the path, they'll come back to action better because they got to
think
experiment
if
outside
they-
of it.
if they had just like, I don't know, renamed it like a little more,
Yeah, I do agree.
people wouldn't have had as much of a problem with it.
I do agree. They wanted kind of the best of both worlds when it came to like the buying power of Yakuza as a
Yeah,
franchise, but also they were like, "Oh, we want to change the identity of it a little bit."
And also, like, people do now have judgment for like combat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because like my friends are playing Judgment and they love it.
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, it's one of those things like people, if Pokemon actually does eventually move away from turn-based, people will, like freak out. But like
Yeah.
it's for the best, you know. It's like Final Fantasy has had those growing pains of old fans being like really really mad.
Speaking of Final Fantasy, have you heard about what Donovan is currently doing?
Sorry, what Ross O'Donovan is doing? No.
Yes, he is eating.
Uh-oh.
Let me see how many eggs.
Oh.
He started yesterday in Final Fantasy.
He's that guy, huh? 120,000 eggs.
Yes.
Yeah.
I watched some of it yesterday, and it was literally just him, the people, and he's just going egg, egg,
So that's
egg.
Oh wow, he's really just going like monotonous for it. Like he's not saying anything either. He's not like talking to chat or anything.
No, it is.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Like when I tuned in, he was just like egg, egg, talks to friends, egg.
Right.
Egg.
Okay. That's good at least.
Yeah. he
I was
has,
gonna say
other
like,
streamers on
well, not even that
stuff.
that would be bad, but just like that's even more impressive to me because I was gonna say like it's basically just kind of like when Ludwig did like a 30-day stream and stuff like that, where it's kind of like a, how long can I do this thing?
Yeah.
But honestly, I think it's pretty funny. It's weird seeing. So Final Fantasy 14 is the game he's doing it in. It's the MMO.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been really weird seeing it blow up to like the size it is right now because I've been playing it since like 2015 or 2016.
Mhm.
So like, you know, for like 5 or 6 years, and it was like always kind of small. I never really heard people talk about it, but like, you know, it was like good. We all really really liked it, and now everyone's like, oh, it's so good, and I was like, damn it, it actually always was this good. Like,
I feel like Final Fantasy is such a huge franchise that
Oh,
I never really considered it like a smaller game.
well, it is, but the reason Final Fantasy 14 was not really considered a big game was because it's never like Final Fantasy as a franchise isn't like multiplayer or MMO.
Yeah.
And then when you talk about MMOs, like World of Warcraft always dominates the conversation, so people don't really talk about like other ones. Like they talk about RuneScape maybe, or like World of Warcraft, but MMOs are kind of like a Western thing. As far as like the big ones go, except for 14. But 14 was like never big enough that like Ross O'Donovan would be doing content for it. You know what I mean?
I think he's actually just been playing it for like a while.
That's awesome.
I think that's just one of those games that you genuinely play, because I think the first one was just like, I don't know. Is M still in chat? 'Cause I know M was there at like the first egg eating thing. I think that's what they said.
James said
Yeah, well,
11 was pretty niche,
Liam
and then
was there too.
yeah. I gave him
Liam
a
was
paladin
at the
sword. Oh, yeah, I remember when. Oh, so he started playing it like a couple months ago, right?
He might have been playing it for longer and just not streaming it. But
Yeah.
I think he's like big into that. Yeah, he did play. He is a big WoW nerd because he did that whole series teaching the other game grumps to play WoW. He didn't.
Right.
Yeah, so he's just a. Yeah.
He just likes MMOs.
Yes.
Honestly, I get it. Like I guess I need a double jump for that. I was not into MMOs until this one. I was a big naysayer for a long time. But honestly, it's just like a good game. The story's good, the characters are good, the gameplay is easy and fun. It plays well on console, which is kind of unbelievable.
Yeah, that's kind of nuts.
Like, when you think about MMOs, they're not a console thing at all. But it works on console, it gets updated on the same day. Like, it's got a lot of nice features, honestly. I already liked Final Fantasy, so it's really easy. Okay.
Like when people say they play Sims on consoles to me, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah, it's crazy, right? You're like, damn, you can play Sims without mods?
Yeah, or just like on console at all. Like,
Yeah.
because like historically, the PS2 Sims games were drastically different from you know, the regular PC version.
Yeah, they just couldn't run it. Like, there was just no way
Yeah.
a PlayStation 2 was going to be able to
so
do that
now
shit.
It's like, really? It's the same game? That's nuts.
It is kind of weird. A lot of games have kind of done that. Like, there's a console version of XCOM, and to me, that's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because XCOM is like very PC oriented as far as like
I
game
love that
design.
when my cell phone recognizes faces, it thinks that Kiryu and Majima are the same person.
That's hilarious.
Absolutely rude.
Yeah, like it's very wrong. But it's really funny that it thinks that.
Your phone is like, that's Kiryu, and that's Kiryu with an eye patch.
Yeah. Here you put on an eye patch for him. No, but alright. Also, Majima looks younger in 7 than he does in like any of the other games except for 0.
That's funny.
He looks like healthy, he looks like well taken care of. It's like, huh?
It's
This
weird
dude
that you're
looks
doing
like-
this well.
Yeah, especially because he's like in his like late 50s in 7.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I didn't
this
actually
guy's,
know
in
that
his
he was that
50s.
old.
Why
in
does
the
he
game.
look that nice?
Majima's a
How much older-
Benjamin Button.
How much older is he than Kiryu?
4 years.
4 years. Damn, dude.
So not that much.
No.
But like, yeah, Kiryu's in his 50s, so Majima's in his 50s.
That's great. I didn't know there was a Yakuza game where Kiryu was that old, actually.
Oh,
There's
he's
whole thing- listen, the later games of Yakuza are just Kiryu desperately trying to get back to his kids.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
I mean, not actually, but like it's like
just Kiryu being a DILF.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's kind of cool.
He is. He's hot. He's a great DILF.
Good Delphin.
Also, Julian, I sent you the
The
schedule
BattleBots.
for BattleBots.
Ooh, I wanna go so bad.
Just something to noodle about.
Something new.
Much to think about.
Oh man. I just want to hang out with y'all in person. I'm just like throwing out all these various events as an excuse.
Yeah, that is the vibe.
I can't believe my phone is like, these are clearly the same people. They're really
They're not.
One of them has 2 eyes. The other one does not.
Sorry, I realized I just stopped talking.
Oh, sorry. I once again I
Got
I
it.
was looking.
I got too into the game. The atmosphere was too good.
I was thinking
I
about
know all of us
drawing.
got just distracted.
Okami
Yeah.
did it again.
What's the perfect case of manga to draw? Just keep thinking about like there's this one post that was like Majima and Kashiwagi, and someone is just like, he fucked that old man, and I just keep thinking, he fucked that old man.
Oh my god.
It's a pretty
I just
good.
keep thinking about that sentence.
It's a pretty good one-liner for sure.
It's a pretty good sentence.
Yeah.
He fucked that old man.
Come on.
I
Sure
just
he
keep
did.
thinking
Get the
about
fuck out of here.
I just keep thinking about the fact that like
Okay, no, not here.
the fact that I've met so many really awesome, amazing people.
Oh, butter me up. On stream, let's go. I am amazing.
Well, I'm thinking about the fact that I've never met you in person and how that fucks me.
Dude,
me.
I have
I also have never met Dylan in person.
I have a lot of people I have to meet.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it's actually like a lot of people. Like, so for example, Zoe and Andy. I met Andy. I never met Zoe and 2 of the other people in that group. I never met, obviously, you 2.
Mm-hmm.
Never met Fran. I don't know if other people had met Fran. Never met
I've
Bryn.
also never met Fran.
I think it's only Bryn.
Okay, well, I've never met Bryn. Like, I haven't met a lot of the people. The good people of the Austin 9.
Yeah,
I was not there for the
met-
creation of that name. That's why.
Neither was I. Hey,
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I mean, it was definitely because they
There
were all
nine of
getting
us
into
and we were
Critical Role.
Austin, but-
Well, because they spelt it like the Critical Role Mighty 9. So I'm like,
Oh, I think that was just Riley and James.
oh, okay. I was like, that's a little sus. I'm like, I think that's coming from somewhere.
yeah, let's see. I've met Julian, Bryn, and Nikki.
That's not
I was at an event, at a thing, or a get together
Yep.
that Bryn invited me to, in which where Julian. Hold on, let me look at the picture because I know for a fact that that Felix and Riley were there, but I'd never actually talked to them because if you look at the picture, I am stood about a foot away from Riley, but we never actually talked.
James is confirming there was 9 at one point of the Austin 9.
Yeah.
We have an analyst in the field. Let's go to James.
to James.
I really don't know if I'm going the right way, to be honest. I'm just kind of guessing.
Yeah, I think you are.
We'll see.
I'm sure you are.
It's looking like it's a no. Anything over here?
I'm positive you're doing correct. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm glad you have so much faith. I gotta tell you.
I'm just saving pictures of Yakuza men to my phone so I can draw.
Let's read what the game said real quick. Great. My bad. Definitely impacted the naming. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm scrolling through people's Twitters and Instagrams to find pictures from RTX.
Oh, I believe you.
2019.
You don't gotta prove yourself.
Oh no, I'm just trying to see who all was there that I, like.
Well, so people who were at 2019 would have been Julian. Would have been Riley. Would have been
Felix,
James, Felix,
Nikki,
M, Liam,
Bryn.
I think that's it
Yeah.
from the main
Okay.
group. So it'd be you, me, I guess Fran, obviously Emma. We're not there.
Yeah.
That's okay though. We had all of COVID.
Listen, it's just. At some point, I'm gonna meet.
It's true.
I'm gonna meet everyone in person, and I'm gonna. I don't know. I want to get into a fight with someone. Just fucking. Have a fist
You should
fight.
fight
Why
Liam. I'll tell you why you should fight Liam. Liam is the best opponent in the Austin 9 because he is ultimately supremely confident in himself.
Correct.
Which you might think that's because he's had actual training, which is true. But because he is ultimately supremely confident in himself, you just need to land one punch. He's going to have no defense. He's going to be like, that's Jem, I can take them in a fight. That's Dylan, I can take them in a fight. And he's going to have no defense. You just got to land one solid punch. Just knock him out.
Yeah.
Just knock him out.
That's true. Okay, also, so I'm going through, like, you know, the Austin Nines fucking group. I need to send this to Felix, but in one of the Polaroids that he posted on his Instagram with John Smith in it, I'm in the background of it! Hold on.
That's funny. Ready? watch Liam in chat. Watch me Liam in chat. Knock me out? Do it.
Fucking Liam, I will fucking demolish you.
I think you should. I'd like to
And
see
then
it.
And then I'll give you a lovely hug because because we're friends.
I just realized that Kushi's hair looks like a comb. You guys see it?
Oh, it does! Oh, it's so fun.
Just fully, that's a comb. I'm encouraging you. I'm glad to hear it. Thank you for the support.
Good. Thank you for your support, Liam. I will absolutely be beating the shit out of you.
I will absolutely just knock you into next week.
I will, and what are you gonna do about it?
Jem
bro?
just shows up in
Nothing.
Canadian territory, snaps Liam's spine like a twig, and walks back. Just like, I crossed the line.
Just leave.
Just leaves after. Yeah, just walks away. Into the Atlantic Ocean.
Yep. Listen, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna beat the shit out of Liam.
I can't wait.
And then Liam will be my flower girl.
Amazing.
But yeah, one of these days it'll end up me being all mushy again, talking about how much I love you guys. Because holy shit,
Aww.
I love you guys very, very much. I'm glad we met.
Same.
Oh, honestly, how could anyone feel any differently? Truly.
It's just like.
Oh wait.
wild to
Okay, hold on.
like-
This is gonna be a fun little thing that I think. It should only take. Well, maybe not. Sorry, I thought something was coming up that would be really fun, but it's not yet.
Oh. Oh.
My apologies.
Liam
My apologies.
Said, Ed, you guys are okay. Liam, this is why you're not in my wedding party.
Yeah, what
Liam,
the
do you
fuck,
want to be my
man?
flower girl or not?
This is why we cannot trust you with a speech.
Yeah.
Everyone
Do
will
you wanna
leave
be
the
my wedding party or not?
everyone will leave the wedding fearing for their lives. It will be like, I am under mortal threat. Like, it's not a good way to depart the wedding.
Listen. I'm not saying that this is a reason why Liam's not in my wedding party, but I'm also not saying it is.
There you go.
Or, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get you.
But, like, also to be fair, we're all gonna be together at a bachelor, like, at the same bachelor party. Like, there's no point in having two.
It's true.
It's gonna be so fun. We don't even need to have the wedding. We just need to have the bachelor party.
No,
At some
we'll
point,
have
I'm starting to be like,
that.
you know what? Maybe we just like take you guys to a town hall and then spend all the money on a bachelor party.
Okay, yeah. The only reason why we're like, maybe not is just because, you know, family.
Family. Yeah. Too true. Too true. I'm not saying
my
don't
mom would
invite the
be-
family.
Oh yeah. And my
On
mom
second
would
thought,
be
I
absolutely-
hadn't thought the idea out too well.
Listen, I don't mind having a non-church wedding,
Yeah.
but I
yeah.
do
No,
need
get
James
you.
to officiate, and I do need to have a Vietnamese tea ceremony.
Yeah. Okay. Keeping in mind that I cannot draw,
Yes.
we get to draw on a mask that we wear in this dungeon. What should I draw?
Draw 42069.
Okay. Again,
Oh, weed leaf.
I have to draw with a joystick. It's not easy.
Okay, draw a weed leaf for a day.
No, the weed leaf would be harder. I can do 420. Okay. And then, like, oh fuck, that's so big. I'm making.
42. It's okay. Just do 42, because that is the meaning of the life, universe, and everything.
And then 69.
Well,
Or do you want 420?
yeah, and then 69.
You want just like a giant zero?
Do right 69. I think you should
69?
do 42 and 69. And if you yeah.
Okay. It's so ugly.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's perfect.
Okay.
Oh, it's fucking perfect.
Oh, someone should clip that. That's so fun. Look at her. Look at her.
Let's see. Let me clip.
Oh.
Alright. I'm
Incredible.
mid-evan so I can listen to this, but I will
Okay.
be back in a second.
No problem. Yeah. We did it.
We did it.
I'm so happy.
You did incredible, Dylan.
Thank you. As soon as I remembered that was a thing, I was like, oh, that'd be an amazing idea. It's weird that was a checkpoint, though. They think we're one of them because we're wearing a mask.
Wow.
They're not very smart. This whole dungeon is like we're just helping the little guys like cook a meal and like do some cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
It's very funny for a dungeon. It's like not very serious considering like what the game has told us about it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Sorry, I just spaced out again.
Oh, it's all good. I was
I'm
actually
back.
just.
And the clip is publishing, and I will link it afterwards.
Oh,
and
wonderful.
You're trying to write 42069 with your joystick.
Thank you.
Incredible.
Okay, that being said, I think this is probably a good place to end it because it's right at the beginning of the dungeon. There's a save point right here. This is like a save point game, so I have to kind of be a bit picky for when we end it. But yeah, so that's gonna be the stream for tonight. We'll be back on Monday with more. And yeah, other than that, thanks for watching. As always, thank you for joining me, Jem and Julian. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, I mean, you're very welcome. No problem at all. No skin off my back. But yeah, have a great night, everybody. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
Night. Bye, y'all.